What's up, George? How's everyone doing tonight? Getting a couple things set up here real quick. Welcome in, welcome in. It's gonna be gold Q&A today, so it's just gonna be kind of hanging out, answering questions. If we don't have any questions, then I'll probably go to the Discord or just kind of do the goblin thing until we get questions. All right, I think I got everything set up. How we doing? How we doing, boys? Need to go here. That front and center. Please. Like that. Looks pretty sweet. Okay. So plan is, seems too massive. That's fine. It's fine. We don't care. Yeah, plan for tonight is basically I'm just gonna answer gold Q&A. I missed last week because I was at my doing some personal stuff with the fam. I was down in California, and then the week before that, I think I did on Friday, but I had no voice, so kind of had 2 weeks, I would say, of like kind of failure in my eyes. So hopefully tonight's like pretty useful. We obviously had phase 2 release last Thursday. We had the market go absolutely fucking apeshit on last week leading up into Thursday, and then now the market's kind of sitting pretty high. A lot of stuff is not profitable. You know, people are just sitting on this, at least in the Discord from what I've seen, people are sitting on the sidelines with gold. I've done a little bit of reinvesting, but I'm sitting on like somewhere around 11,000 gold. Load up the other account here while we wait. But yeah, so the Paladin is 2,600. I'll walk you guys through like my money mogul moves. Honestly, nothing too fancy. I feel like I misjudged the mana thistle thing. I did make really good money on haste potions. I made really good money on mana potions. I've sold everything. And then I bought into a couple of things. Okay, it looks like some snowballs are selling. That's always nice. So yeah, this character's sitting on 9,000 gold. This guy's sitting on 2,600. So we're like 11,500. And then I've been posting like buy and sell alerts, trying my best to the members of the YouTube channel. I've got to figure out a way to incorporate like Twitch Prime and Twitch subs. I don't have a ton of like, I think I have like 2 or 3 actual Twitch subs, not to like discredit the primes, but I think the primes don't renew and there's no good way to track them in like the Discord side. Whereas with YouTube, it's like there's a really easy bot. Anyway, it's not important. I've been posting like some of these buy and sell alerts because I think a lot of people are kind of confused about what to do right now. And that's normal, right? Like we're still kind of coming down from really expensive prices. So I'm sitting on like some leftover mats from phase 1. Like I haven't bought any herbs in like a couple of weeks, I want to say. What I have bought though is hold please, hold please. Have some there. Okay, so I had a guy, his name is Mind Vision, and he was talking about how you reset the pearl market. So I tested it. I had like 5,000 gold. I tested it. pearls were super cheap, so I reset the market on Monday, and it was just like kind of something fun to do. I didn't have anything to do that day, so I bought like a metric fuck ton of pearls. I didn't post a buy and sell alert because I didn't want anybody to follow me because I was just testing this. I'll show you guys the effect of what he did, and this is why I did it. Which Mind Vision, if you're watching, shout out. So he's on Spine Shatter Alliance. And if you look at what this guy did, oh, that's not what we want. Shadow Pearl. Okay, so he clearly started getting involved around the 18th of May. And he moved pearls from about 8 gold, which is frankly fucking insane. They're like half this on US. And he moved their price from 8 gold all the way up at one point to 100 gold in a day, right? And then he just kept buying. He said I don't know if I believe him or not. It's besides the point because we have the data here, right? He said he dropped 50k, which is more than my net worth. I'm worth like 42 right now, which is not a ton. It's not nothing, but you know, like I'm like a upper middle class is where I would consider myself. And he was able to move the price of pearls from 9 gold to 30 gold. And it stayed there for the most part. And then if we look at purified shadow pearl, right, the same effect happened. So these were at 11 gold, makes sense because it's just a jewel crafting cut, like pretty easy to just like, it's just like gems. The margin's not very big because the effort required to do it is like nothing. But these went from 11 gold, 12 gold, and he's moved them up to 34 gold. This is supposedly one guy. And so I did this on Monday. And I didn't like obviously keep it going, which is part of this. You're just trying to like basically buy up every fucking pearl. And his reasoning was if which character is this? If you buy them all up, the only way to get them is from fishing or like slave pens. And he supposedly did some research with them with like the boosters, and they get like 1 or 2 every 24 hours, or like very few, right? So on Monday I went and bought a bunch of pearls. I hope they're on this 3 days. And so you can see I bought them all for like 5 gold. I bought them all the way up. Some of them I paid 8 gold. But I bought the whole auction house out. And I bought all the shadow pearls to do the same thing. You can see here I paid like 14 gold for shadow pearls there. What was curious about this is I was able to sell quite a few purified shadow pearls for like 50 gold, 40 gold. That's a 8 times investment for some things, right? Because I was cutting these, so I'm buying them at 5 and I'm selling them for 40. Fucking wild. And I think if you wanted to keep this going, you probably could. I mean, if you just look at the TSM data, he's been able to move the market value. So he's been able to move people's perception of what something is worth by just creating a shortage. And you don't, you know, supposedly he spent at least 50k to do it. And now his paper gain is like, you know, 10x because of where he bought them. But I attempted this. I think I've broken even, so everything that I sell now should be profit, but I still have a ton, right? I don't know if it's worth. I had a bunch of fun doing it. Like you can see there, like purchased. I mean, this is on one account. This is these stupid. I've purchased way more, but you can see like purchased 57 at 7 gold and sold 56 at 17 gold. So I've made supposedly 570 gold doing this, but I still have a fuck ton of pearls, right? And so I was offloading some pearls today, just like trying to sell them in bulk to get rid of them, because I was just like a little test for me. But I wanted to bring this up because I did spend a decent chunk of change doing this, and I had a lot of fun doing it. That was like one of the reasons I did it. But other than that, I bought a bunch of like gems. After I sold all my haste potions, I bought a bunch of enchanting mats, which we'll talk about here in a second. But I think I have a lot of these are still on my paladin on the auction house, so we'll take a look at that, and hopefully we get some questions going on in here. If you guys are on YouTube, just a reminder that there's like a 30-second delay on YouTube, so if you guys want like instant, like conversational on your Q&A, it's a lot easier to have that discussion on Twitch. I totally understand that there's like ad problems. I fucking hate Twitch without the premium version, which I didn't have until I started the YouTube channel, so totally understand. YouTube works wonderfully. Just throwing that out there. Okay, so on this guy, I still have like, I mean, I bought all my living rubies at like 77 gold, which is kind of shitty compared to where they are right now, but it is Friday. Like, this is a terrible time. I've got like 3K in here. So I don't know, like I spent a bunch of money on gems and I've been kind of churning them. I've been cutting them when they're profitable and selling them. And then I have still a bunch of money on, that I took from haste pots and my flasks of supreme power, which I made like 30 gold per flask of supreme power, and I think I sold like 150 of them. I made a pretty good chunk of change. But I bought a shitload of greater planers and large prismatics. So I'm up to 800 large prismatics, roughly at we'll call them 19. It's like 15k worth of large prismatics. And then I think I bought 700 of these. I might have sold some. I think I bought 700. Might have bought. I honestly don't remember. I posted in the Discord. I think it was 700, and I might have sold some. But at 460, we'll call them worth 7 gold. That's 3. So I have like 18,500 gold worth of enchanting mats right now, and then I'm sitting on like the 12k that I showed you, which is about what that's 30k, and then I still have the rest of my net worth is bottled up in like some scrolls. Let's see here, what else? Some haste pots that are on my consume guy. So that's something I do want to talk about real quick. Is I highly recommend you guys have a character like this where you just have like a month of consumes. You send all your consumes after raid. It really saves you from getting gouged. Like on Tuesday, last relentless assaults were, so you can see like this is the stuff that I've sent over from my paladin when I'm finished raiding, and this is what it looks like. Oh, so I'm full. But you can see like I have some haste potions, I have some flasks. Like I normally try to have a month worth of consumes. I still have 2 weeks, or I'm sorry, I still have 1 week left of flasks, and I'm hoping that prices will come down, and then I'll come back in, because I think Mana Thistle is crazy right now. And then I've got some demon slaying. So sorry, I keep reminding myself of stuff. Let's see, don't have anything else in there. And then I mean I have all the scrolls, but I could like not buy anything and I would probably still be fine to raid for like another week with flasks, and probably another, I don't know, 3 weeks with potions, so, and dark runes and all that. That's kind of where we're sitting. Okay, let me check chat here. I'm like fully off Twitch. I never even go there anymore. Just YouTube and really kicked your rumble. Yeah, I feel you, George. I don't like Twitch. There's too many fucking ads, frankly. But I know people like their own platform. Some people, I mean, if you like have your Twitch Prime or whatever, you can drop that on a not a YouTuber, whatever the fuck we're called, streamer, I guess, and you can get that immediately. No, whatever the fuck it's called, no ads. So Kazoon, you crit me in AB for like 8k in AB last week. Fuck yeah. What was I on? I had to have been on my hunter, right? Was I on the paladin? I don't think I PvP on paladin. Okay, Maelstrom, proud of my soul, another belt for 7k. Fuck yeah, man. How are you getting the nethers, by the way? Do you run trash farms and reserve them, or is this for your guild? Super MF, I saw your thing. I was gonna comment. I'm gonna bring it up in this, I'm glad that you're here. After unloading almost all of our phase 2 investments, what are we looking to make consistent gold? Great fucking question. I'm so glad you're here in the live stream. Consumer prices are usually unprofitable. Yeah, I think you copied this from Discord, right? There's a random price spike. All the passive transfers for costs are becoming less profitable each day. It's looking grim. Okay, Melson, that makes sense. So, Super MF, I think there's two ways you can approach this. The things that you can spend gold on right now, which is one of the reasons that I'm about to make a video, without getting too much into woe is me, I've just been fucking sick and busy, right? These last, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 days. And Andrew, thanks for that follow, man. And I want to make a video that answers that exact question, which is basically like, what the fuck do you do with your gold right now? And I think one of the things that you can do right now is invest in Wrath. If you think Wrath is going to come, you can also invest in like the other phases somewhat. Like I dropped, oh, I didn't show you guys this yet. I'm on it, but I bought, oh, where did I put them? Maybe they're in the mailbox. I started investing for phase 3 this week a little bit with those proceeds from phase 1. And the way that I did that this time was buying some Primal Shadow, which I think I have 222, it looks like, or 212. I have to sneeze. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, might be good. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Oh, it's sitting right there. I fucking hate this. But so I think one of the things you can do is invest in Primal Shadows for Mother Shiraz. There is a concern that maybe the content's not that hard, that people aren't going to need the Shadow Res gear. In which case you want to wait. I think a safe place, and I'm kind of questioning this statement as we speak, but for me, a safe place to park money was large prismatic shards. If you go and look at private servers, if you look at multiple different servers in TBC Classic, the data that we have, which is one of the reasons we do the market update, which I recorded a market update on Wednesday. I doubled my audio, so it sounds like fucking terrible, but I have all the data. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I had a work issue and after raid. So I have the data for the market update where we're going to talk about that. But large prismatics, I think, could be a good one to park your money in for at least a phase. Like, it would shock me if large prismatics are not at least 25 gold by the end of phase 2. I still stand by that statement. I think I was expecting them to get a spike in like right now, which they haven't. That has me a little bit cautious. But yeah, I think that's where I would park my money right now. Is if I could only choose one thing, I would say large prismatics is where I would put my money. Searcher, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay, so Super MF villain. I see Wrath, Class Plus will take a while to develop. Also, Elixir Demon Slaying is so profitable, craft out procs, so it's a good time to talk about those for phase 3. Yeah, I agree. In the Wrath video, what I'm going to talk about for investing in Wrath is herbs, which we've talked about on the live stream before. There are specific herbs for inscription that you can invest in. And if you invest in those right now, it's very, 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 very cheap. And people are going to need it to level, right? And there's going to be a mad dash at the very beginning to level inscription to get the nobles decks to at 450, which is for the greatness cards. People are not going to give a fuck about money because they're going to make so much money by selling nobles decks. But you need like a chunk of change to one, get inscription level 450, and then you have to get enough of the Lich King herbs to be able to make the pigments, to make the decks, and get your cards. So I think there's going to be a mad dash for herbs, and that's where I would be looking to buy. The 3 top professions are engineering, jewel crafting, and tailoring for DPS, right? So if you want to play the money game, you go inscription. You can invest in inscription mats like herbs right now. They're super cheap compared to where they were in the past, and they will 100% at least double, triple, or maybe even 10x some of these herbs by wrath time. So if you want to invest in engineering, you could make engineering kits for 1 to 4 or 1 to 375. I think that would be a good use of money, or go find like some bottlenecks in there. And this is right about the time where I started investing for TBC, right? Was about BWL, late BWL, early ZF or ZG. And then what else could you do? For jewel crafting, I said it before and I was right. I was a little off on the timing, but I was right overall. Aquamarines is where I'm starting to invest money, right? So I bought these at 12 silver. They vendor for 10 silver. I bought these for 12 silver at February of last year because I knew they would go up when jewel crafting came out for TBC. And they did, right? They went absolutely fucking crazy compared to where I bought them. They're 15x from where they were a year ago. So I wish I would have bought more, but I guarantee you these will be 10 gold each at the beginning of Wrath. Sorry, I live in a place where there's a shitload of allergies and I'm dying right now. On top of just getting over being sick. But you had an ad break? Fucking ads. I hate ads. They're so stupid. Although I guess that's how I get paid now on YouTube, so I guess I love ads. But for Aquamarines, also if you guys get an ad on YouTube or Twitch, just hop it over the other one. That's one of the main bonuses of doing multi-streaming. So Aquamarines, I think I remember these were like 10 gold each. I had a paladin that I leveled jewel crafting on, and it was like 400 gold to go for like, I think it's like 20 levels that you do aquamarine signets, and it's only going to get more expensive because everyone's going to be a jewel crafter. In TBC, only the people that wanted to make gold and cut gems like that. Jewel crafting isn't BIS for anyone. I don't think at all, ever in the phase or in any of the phases. I think people go from like enchanting, or they go from like engineering blacksmithing to like engineering enchanting for the 4 stats. But for the most part, people just do jewel crafting right now to make gold. So yeah, I'm gonna put a video out in probably the next 24 hours, maybe the next 48 if I like keep it members only for 24 hours, something like that. So you should see that over the weekend for sure about Wrath investments, and I'll go over all that stuff. Planter, I do apologize. I rambled for a long fucking time on that one. But Super MF, that's where I would park your gold right now, is either enchanting mats, start investing in kits, because while people are losing their mind over how expensive consumables are right now, they're not investing in Wrath. So you can get those or like classic mats. You can get some good classic mats for really cheap. Also, I mean, obviously you're paying a risk about if they don't do Wrath, but I feel like they are. And if they do Classic Plus, what the fuck are you gonna do with these characters anyways? So okay, Searcher, do I get more speed around 2.2k or cats for 900? I don't want to give you that answer because I could be wrong, but as an enchanter, I do way more board speed than cats. What I would definitely do, whichever one you buy, is whisper the guy that you're going to buy it from and offer to buy it from him for way cheaper than what he's trying to sell for in the auction house. Just keep in mind, like your rate of payback is going to be like 10 to 15 gold per enchant that you do. And then, you know, think about how much time you have per day to dedicate to enchanting and how many of those are going to be board speed. Like, it's going to take you several months to pay back 2.2k with just board speed. Planter, when will you be able to split void crystals into 2 LPS? Right now, also thanks for the first time chat. Right now that's phase Sunwell. That's Sunwell phase. So phase 4 or 5, something like that. So what happens, we've talked about this before, what happens with large prismatics is they're really cheap. This is like our timeline, like this is the price and this is the time. What happens is they start out pretty expensive, they come down because nobody needs them because they're all leveling, and then they start doing this. and they never fucking stop, and then they do this in last phase. And then void crystals do the opposite, right? So void crystals come out, there's not a lot of purple gear, so there's no void crystals. A lot of people need mongoose, they're like super expensive. And then they start slowly, as people no longer need the gear, they start plummeting, and they're at like 5 gold when they're down here. They kind of stay down here because you get investors that want to buy, and then that phase drops and they do that. Something like that. Actually, this hold on. I don't want to be misleading here. This is the same time as this, right? And this is when Sunwell releases, and then these start plummeting, and then you get basically for the rest of it, they start doing this number, and voids do this, and then basically you get the 1 void is worth 2 large prismatics. Void crystals, so the word of caution of void crystals is there's so many of them that the price might not come up as much as you would think, because there's a ton of people just fucking sitting on them. Like, for example, all the guilds. Also changed my paladin's name to Gilly because I see the YouTube comments. Give me 1 second and I'll get to all the YouTube stuff. Hold with me, boys. But a lot of guild banks look like this, right? With a shitload of void crystals. And so I wouldn't say it's a good investment. You might make money. What'll probably happen is large prismatics will just plummet, right? So just keep that in mind. Okay, YouTube. Kazoon, am I crazy, or are weekend prices super high a lot? Yes, they are, man. They're so fucking high on Sunday. Friday's normally a pretty good time to buy, though. Give me paladin and get your pally. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure I didn't know I did any. Oh, actually, I did 1 AB. You're right. I did 1 Arathi Basin. Why did I do 1 Arathi Basin? I don't remember. Okay, Zach. Hi, Gilly. I watched literally all of your videos. Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for the support. I've been Potion Master since launch and finally have 1500 gold save up. Nice. Would you recommend switching to Elixir Master? I'm assuming you have all the flasks discovered, and the only reason that I would switch to Elixir Master is if you can't sell your entire inventory of potions. So in the video, which it's probably actually, let me go here. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. It might be the other one where I talk about switching. I think I talk about switching in both of them, to be honest. But I think also Easy Kills, thanks for the sub, man, on YouTube. That's huge. I think the way that I do alchemy, and I think the best way to do it is what I was trying to say, is you make as many potions as you can, and I call it a churn, right? You craft in the morning, you try to sell everything that night, and you use all your gold. Let's say you have 1500 gold like you do. So in the morning you spend like 1200 gold just buying cheap mats, which you should know they're cheap by TSM, and you should be able to tell if you're going to make gold on peak hours. A lot of people see the price in the morning, and they're like, what the TSM tells us, and they say, oh, like for example, like these numbers, they see this profit number, and they if they have their stuff set up the way that I recommend setting it up, which is you change this crafting cost to DB min buyout, not DB market, and this will tell you like the most time accurate profit margin of what it is. Now that can change drastically from the beginning or in the morning till the night. So then it's on you to know the price of how it fluctuates from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, right? So like if you buy in the morning and you sell at night, you will make at least 10% if you're able to sell your stuff. That's the other part of it, is you have to be able to actually sell your stuff, and there's a lot more competition at night. So sometimes it's easier to sell big volume in the morning, but for a lesser profit than you can sell smaller volume, but more profit at night, right? But the answer to your question is I would not switch from potion to elixir until you can do that swing, like spend all of your gold in the morning and you still have shit left over after that night, or like whatever your cadence is. Like if you try to sell twice a week, if you find that it's 9 p.m. at night and you're out of shit to sell, just stay potion master. But if you find that you're like babysitting your auctions at night, you're posting everything, like you're doing everything right, and you still can't clear your volume at night, that's when you would say, okay, I'm going to make a shitload of potions, then I'm going to swap to elixir, and then I will start churning elixir as I'm trying to sell the rest of my potion volume. I hope that makes sense. But that's kind of like that's when I would swap. Also invested in light feathers because on one of your videos, bought them at 3 silver and sold for peak at, you sold them for 95 silver. Holy fuck. Light feathers haven't even become expensive yet. Also Phantom, what's up, sir? So light feathers, yes please, Jesus, these are all really cheap. I buy these when they're like less than 3 silver. And I think I buy them on the other account normally, but I'll tell you guys after I'm done scooping some of these up. I buy these because in phase 3, the hunters, which is the most played class, they get a new quiver. It's called Quiver of 1,000 arrows or something like that, or 100 feathers or 1,000 feathers or some shit. And they need like 99 light feathers. And if you look at hunters, they're like, I'll pull it up here in a second on Warcraft logs. But hunters are one of the most played classes, and every one of those motherfuckers is going to want their bigger quiver, and it's not going to be that expensive. That's the key. When somebody can get an upgrade and not spend that much more money for it, it's a lot easier for them to spend that money. Like, if a Toyota Corolla goes up from 15 grand to 17 grand, nobody gives a fuck, right? It's just 17 grand. Or like real estate's a good example of this. But to the guy selling 100 Toyota Corollas, he just made an extra, what is that, $200,000. So it means a lot if you're selling it. So like I could see these feathers going up to like, let's say 10 silver even, 20 silver, 1 gold. The price of that quiver is not going to be that much. So I have on this guy, I think is where I have all my feathers. You know, I have 1,500 feathers and I just bought another 300. So like a couple times a week, I'm not like trying to scoop all these up. It's not a very hard thing to farm is the other part. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind too. But the reason I love this is even if I don't fucking sell them all, I guarantee if I just sell a portion of them, I will make a bunch of money. And so that quiver is of course TSM crashes because why not? That quiver is here. The other thing that I always have to remember is when I say these things on a YouTube video or less so the live streams because we don't have the following there, but it can affect the fucking price, which is kind of annoying, but that's the price you pay when you're trying to help people. So this is what I'm talking about. It's a BOE, which means leather workers can craft them and sell them. I've thought about making a leatherworker for this, just for this, because leatherworking is not that expensive. They need a nether though, and that'll be the hard part. So this will be like enhancements, but by then you'll be able to buy, I think you can buy nethers in phase 3 for badges, and I think Kara gives badges, so nethers won't be nearly as hard to get, and people with badges can then use all their pent up badges and buy these nethers. I think it's like 15 or it's 10 badges per nether. So yeah, I think these go crazy. I think people are going to sell them 100 feathers per quiver. And this is how many hunters there are. We look at fresh Warcraft logs, and just to show you guys how my mind thinks about how I research these things. right? So Beastmaster Hunter is the #1 parsing thing or whatever. And then if we go down here to parses, these are the most played classes, right? So you have Warlock at 251,000, Mage at 225, Hunter, BM Hunter at 211, and then a little bit further down you have Survival Hunter, because every raid should want one Survival Hunter. So you're at about 275,000 Hunter parses in phase 2, so it's maybe 100,000 hunters or something like that. I mean, that's like napkin math, but even if you're just using the relational thing, you're saying this is probably the most played class, right? Because mages would be 225 plus 45, I'm sorry, 35, so that's like 260. Warlocks are 251 plus 50, so that's 300k plus probably at the 305k. So we're at like right now we're at Warlock, Hunter, Mage. Shamans way less, right? Or no, I'm sorry, Shamans are not way less. Hold on, 275. Oh, and these are just DPS, so there's no healers here. Shamans might be the most played class. What the fuck? Hold on, hold please. We do this is not that. Okay, hold on. Now I'm doubting myself. But you guys get where I'm going with this, with, you know, saying which classes I think are going to have. Hunters are very clearly one of the large classes. Like, who is not going to be buying a bunch of shit is Ret Paladins at 88, right? There's not a lot of Ret Paladins that are going to do it. Although, and Holy Paladins and Prot Paladins, like, I don't know if there's very many of them. Whereas, like, you can stack Hunters, you can stack Warlocks, you can kind of stack Mages. Like, you can have, like, 2, maybe 3. Or if you're a speedrunning guild, you stack fucking 10,000 of them. Okay, sorry, let me catch up on chat. Okay, Super MF. Super sloppy with buying and selling mats and crafts. I need a system to keep better track of what I'm buying. And yeah, that's always kind of the trouble. For example, mana potions are going for 3.5 right now. Are they really? No way. Super mana potion. Okay, not on our server. They were this week though. Showing only a 14 silver loss. Exactly, Super MF. If you don't sell them right there, you're fucked. You're fucked 10 ways to Sunday, or whatever the phrase is. Because I profit when I crafted them, I assumed I profited. Yeah, so if you see profit in the morning, that's when you know you're probably good at night. Oh, and then you got scammed. So one of the things that you guys do, and I'll say this for the group because this has never happened to me, but it almost has happened to me. Some people will post stuff. I think I have anything to post here. Some people will post stuff. Let's see if we can find one real quick. It's a scam tactic. Nothing. But they'll make the bid 1 copper. The buyout will be the normal price. So if you hit the wrong, if you go to post and you don't match them, you'll post it for 1 copper, and then people can do buyouts. Okay, there's none here. But I think if you can actually do run a bid sniper. This is how they get you. TSM does the work for them. See what I'm saying? Also, we're drinking Stone Delicious IPA. Cheers, boys. I lived in San Diego in the Navy. I used to love drinking Stone and Ballast Point. Okay, it looks like TSM is not going to find one, but this tool will find those, exactly what you're talking about, Super Meta Fill-In, and then you can get fucked. That sucks to see all your Swift Thistle get owned. So that's why when I post stuff, the way that I post is I shift click. It takes me to the thing. I don't use groups. I don't use that shit because I want to have like full manual control. I let it do its thing. Actually, I need to reload because I forgot that it fucking crashed earlier. Oh, sorry, Rainer. I was probably just yapping, and you can always swap over to YouTube. Remember, you can always swap over to YouTube, or have them both open. That's I fucking hate ads. Again, I actually don't hate ads because they are what pay my YouTube bills, but I understand from the consumer standpoint why they fucking suck. Okay, so when I do this, CBMF, I just go Control C on this, Control V here, and this is what I almost always do, unless I'm babysitting auctions like in prime time, and I'm just watching it. Also on see here, it says like high bidder. That means this guy bid on my auction and he's gonna get it for a little bit cheaper. So if you see here and like this is here, you can just, if like these aren't matched, you can just cancel. These were so close I didn't really care, but I'm gonna lose a gold there if, which is whatever. I'm happy to make the money back on the pearls. Soulkeeper, welcome in, welcome in. The item that we were talking about is the 1,000 Feathers quiver, which is a phase 3 quiver that leather workers can make. Okay, Alex, hi Gilly, I'm trying to learn alchemy since I'm not a potion master yet. AI said make shadow oil. Yeah, don't do that. That doesn't proc anyways. Well, I have a shit ton of it and found out it's obsolete. Am I SOL? Yes, you are. You're 100% shit out of luck. Let's look at it though. So shadow oil. Alchemy. It's a misc. Yeah, you're fucked, man. I think this is used for do they need this for the protection potions? I honestly don't remember. Yeah, you're fucked, man. I'm sorry. You're majorly fucked. Do apologize for that. Never listen to, so this is like a lesson for everyone. Don't ever listen to what AI says about, and I love AI. I'm a big AI fan, don't get me wrong, but AI is not very good at distinguishing between all the different versions of WoW, let alone all the versions of classic WoW, let alone all the versions of like 2004 TBC versus 2019 TBC versus this version of TBC. So a lot of the times the AI is fucking wrong. There's got to be a good prompt that you could do for it that says like only use data from, I don't know, the last 5 years, or only use data from this range of years or something like that. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me that AI led you wrong. You're probably fucked. I would just probably vendor it and cut your losses. The good news is that if you're leveling alchemy, you probably didn't spend that much because it's not that expensive to level alchemy, right? So that's good. Okay. Thoughts on investing in Quarry More and bars for phase 5 to 6? I love this question. I sometimes get it. I'm unsure about Corium bars. And the reason I say that is if we go to jewel crafting, go to rings. Is it rings? Wait, what the fuck happened? Yeah, okay, it's rings. So it's this guy is one of them. I believe, yep, sun mote. So you can make these guys, but you need sun motes, which may or may not be readily available. Hard Corium Band is another one you can make, which is really good for melee. And maybe hunters, unsure about hunters, but it's really good for melee. Especially the melee that don't do the armor pen route and they do the haste route. But this is where you would need Corium, right? Hardened Corium. And I think people also use them for the necks. Like there's a bunch of stuff in here that you need Hardened Corium. I don't know. This is kind of like phase 2 will tell us. Like if at the end of phase 2, belts of blasting are being sold like a lot because the nether vortexes are so like readily available. I think that we could do some Corium. I don't think Corium is like a terrible investment. I just think it's a little risky. If you wanted to hedge and you still wanted to do Corium for phase whatever the fuck Sunwell is, You could look at Wrath investments and see if it's going to be worth it on Wrath, right? Because if Wrath needs Corium, then you're good doing it. So yeah, I did already send. I have 40 dark runes on the Paladin. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. I have 100 gold in my name. What should I do? You should go farm. You should go get your gathering profession. Go do your quests. Everything in the video, everything on my YouTube channel is about a pathway to, I'll call it financial freedom. Whatever the fuck Money Guru talks about that. That financial freedom starts with the shitty hourly wage job in WoW, which is going out there farming primals, gathering herbs, doing some dungeon resets, farming Stratholme on your Paladin, like doing whatever you got to do. Once you get a nest egg of like 2,000 to 3,000 gold, which does not take much, like if you're level 70 and you do all the quests in Netherstorm, it's like 1,600 gold. If you do same thing with Shadow Moon Valley, if you're level 70 and you haven't any quest in Shadow Moon Valley and you do all of them, it's like 1,600 gold. So once you have a nest egg, then you start getting into the profession stuff. You start, you know, for me, like, and I've mentioned this a couple of videos, but like my trajectory would be, in fact, let's draw it out here. And maybe I'll make a YouTube short of this. Okay, so the question is, if I have 500 gold, what do I do? Number one, you farm. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Okay, wait. If you have 500 gold, what do you do? Number one, you farm. And you need 2 to 3k. Okay. Number two, you use professions. And you do this for like 3 to maybe 20k gold and on. Like, there's no real end. You can do this forever. Once step 3, invest. Oh wait, there's a step 1.5. 1.5. Buy 1 month of raid consumes for cheap during morning. Okay, the reason we do this is so we don't get gouged. We don't want to get fucked buying our raid consumes 20 minutes before raid and getting super gouged. Step 3 is invest. This is I'm gonna put here any money we're not able to use to buy cheap mats for professions for step 2. Okay, so we start out with no gold. We go farm stuff because it's easy to make gold out in the open world, but you can't make a shitload of gold doing that, right? We had all the people say, oh, I bought mana potions for 1 gold or 1.5 gold a month and a half ago. I sold them all for 3 gold. I made 4,500 gold. This is how you do it, right? So they first start with a nest egg. They use that money to make money after they've taken care of all of their expenses for the month. Anything after that, you start using professions, whether that's alchemy, jewel crafting, tailoring, like whatever your profession is that you use to make money. And then anything you have left that you're not, I call it churn, that you're not churning, you invest. And then you do this cycle over and over and over and over and over. I'm actually kind of curious. I haven't mentioned this yet on the YouTube channel. I'm debating giving away all of my money at 50k and then starting at 0 to show you guys how I would do it. And I think doing that halfway through TBC could be fun. But my original plan was to give away 200,000 gold at the end, and I don't know if I can make that. That's the problem. But I can give away 50,000 gold right now. I'm almost there. But curious what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know. But yeah, this is what I would do if I had 500 gold right now. Easy kills. What would you recommend a potion master do to make money now that it seems haste and extra pots are really profitable? I don't think they are really profitable. I think they're almost always profitable, but you have to craft them at the right time, which is the hard part. Let me show you what I'm talking about. While I load up my alchemist. So I paid for this last year. I didn't realize that I paid for it. I mean, I realized that I paid for it. Okay, we're on EU Spine Shatter. So let's look at like Nether Blue. And let's zoom this into 1 week. Okay, so see, this is not a great example, but when is this? Thursday the 21st. This is yesterday. Okay, so I mean, it's hard to show on here because this is raid release week, but next week I don't think this will be the same thing. But see how this is already 7 gold, 8? I would be kind of weary, like you're talking about, to see it, but if this will level off. If you see this come down to like 7 gold, or you see anything posted at 7 gold, I would buy it, and then I would use it to churn, because people are still doing haste potions. And what that looks like right now is I'm losing 1 gold, 42 silver, which is 10% of the crafting cost. That means I'm going to make 10% on whatever I spend here, if I can sell it. Now it's prime time, it's on a Friday, kind of questionable, but remember the procs for alchemy are at a minimum, you're going to make 10% in bulk. If you craft 1,000 pots, you're probably going to get 20%. Like, everyone in the Discord has done the math. I've seen it myself. But if you do like 100, you might only get like 10 procs. I think the fewest you'll get is 10. I mean, like, RNG gets a vote. I understand that. But if you make a shitload of bulk, you'll see it trend towards 20% proc rate. Like, it's not like 5% of a 1 proc or the 2 proc. Like, you just make 1,000, you'll get 1,200. In some variant of the different procs, and each of the procs has a different rate. Obviously a multiple by 5 is super low, but we don't care about any of that shit because we're doing batches. You want to think about it as in batches. I make 100 pots. How many do I get out? Okay, I take all that money and I reinvest it in. Let's say I get fucked on the first batch and I get 110. I get 10% proc rate, which is what I use in my videos. I say you need to make sure that this is, I aim for 10%. If I see a 10% loss like this, that's a go for me. I say, okay, I'm good to go. But the problem with doing it right now is we're at the night. I don't ever buy stuff at night because everything's more expensive and then you can get fucked. But chances are if you just hold it for the next week's, I mean, not right now because we're in literally the release week and everything is different on the release week. But if I were to see this in literally any other week, I would be comfortable buying this. It also means that even at 9 in the morning, if I see this is like -2 gold, that's because the value of the haste pot is lower, right? Because nobody's buying them. And let's go look at what these are in TB. If a haste pot is posted at 12.5 gold at 9 a.m. in the morning, and then at 14 gold at, or 15 gold or 16 gold at Tuesday raid time, I can just wait. I can just be patient and I'll make a shitload of gold. And the way you can gauge that is like in the morning, look at how many are posted. If there's not a lot posted, like this is a very stable price. These are not going to get, nobody's going to churn through all of these. Like this price is locked at 13.5 gold for a while. But if I logged on here and I saw like we were down maybe like right, like I see these, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a long time before we go through here. That's because we're at prime time on a Friday, and not a lot of guilds raid on Friday because people go drink on Fridays, right? But that's what I would do. Kind of a long-winded answer, MLAT. But I would start looking at the markets that you have the potions for, whether it's super mana, whether it's haste, whether it's you know, any of the potions that you have. And then if you don't have Destro and haste, it sounds like you do, but if you didn't have these, then maybe start looking at switching to elixir temporarily. The one thing about about a potion is I always check this when I'm a potion master. Like if I go to Mad Alchemist, I always mention this. These are 36 silver right now, which means I can craft these for like 72 silver, let's say. That's profit for me. And if I should do this right now while I'm just yapping and just craft Mad Alchemist, because literally if I were to clean all of this up with procs, I'm not a push master right now, but all of these are profitable. I mean, I could basically buy all the way down to here because that would be less than 80 silver. That's less than 10%. And I just vendor them. I just vendor the Alchemist. This is all free money. Anything less than like 40 silver at Alchemist is fucking free money. Which I do level it out pretty occasionally. Okay, let's go back to Twitch and look at those. Okay, how have first two lockouts been? We've cleared everything. Our raids this week fucking sucked. We killed everything. But we wiped a bunch, and I don't know why we wiped a bunch. I don't know if we had like healers or tanks or DPS are being done. But yeah, last week was way smoother than this week. I think people were locked in last week because we were like the release. This week we just fucking died a bunch. It's terrible. You cleared phase 2 raids with 1100 gear score. Nice, Rainer. It's fucking awesome. Okay, Super Meth. There's so much I don't know as a noob. I feel like I'm lacking so much knowledge on investing for future phases of Wrath. I swore Corium was used. I think Corium. Oh, I think we might have just had an ad. I do apologize if we just had an ad on Twitch. Corium, I don't know if it's useful or not. That's the problem. There are uses in phase 6. I don't know if they're going to be enough to skyrocket the price. Yeah, sorry for the ad. Okay, so like Corium right now. They are down 23%. There's a lot of them, but I don't know what's going to use all these Corium between now and then. Investors. So then you have the effect where come phase 6, there's going to be a shitload of Corium that's not being used for months. And I don't know, like, is it going to go up? Probably. I don't know how much it's going to go up from here. When it comes to having a stock of consumes, you recommend constantly restocking for 1 month's worth or blow through the whole stock and then restock? Great question. It depends on the time of the phase. So like right now, I know everything's really expensive because the phase has dropped and everything was fucking going crazy. So I'm trying to like use up some of that 1 month to get me through the expensive part. And then I will buy back in. Now, if I get out of something, like I'm going to only have 1 week of flasks next week. But I weathered the storm of the 170 gold flask thing because I had like 10 of them, or however many I had, 6 of them. And I think I actually had a lot more than that, and I sold a bunch. Let me see. I was on this character. Revenue, flask. You see, I sold all these flasks of Supreme Power, but like, you know, I sold, how long ago was that? 10 days? No, that's... Okay, it was on the other account. Okay, look how many I sold at 170, 163, 150. Like I was walking the price down and I was watching these like a fucking hawk. I was just constantly undercutting, constantly posting. But like I was making 30 gold on each of these. And that's not including any procs. So that one day, this was I think Tuesday, I made like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, well, 10 items sold, and probably 2 of these were procs. So I probably made like 500 gold in an hour, which is, when you're sitting in Orgrimmar, is pretty fucking good. But yeah, it's like I'm gonna try to like use up some of my stock, and then hopefully in like 2-3 weeks I'll be able to buy back in, get super cheap super manas, get a lot cheaper flasks, so on and so forth. That'd be a wild video. Searcher, yeah. So the original plan, I started out the YouTube channel by trying to just like help people. And I had a lot of fun. And then I was like, I need a reason to make gold. And that reason was in classic vanilla, I ran a guild. Not classic. In anniversary vanilla, I ran a guild. And I would give our raiders gold if they couldn't afford consumes and all that. So they're like, the way it would happen is they would message me, hey, Gilly, I can't afford to raid. Can you replace me? And I'd be like, here's 1,500 gold. Like, you can afford to raid now. Is that actually the problem? Or is it you can't actually raid because you have some other shit? And 99% of the time, it was they didn't have money to raid. And so, like our Shaman Core, for example, I gave a lot of money away to our Shaman Core because I needed the healers. And then like when a binding dropped, I gave money away there. So anyways, I need a reason to make money, to have a reason to show people how to make money, other than, because otherwise I would just start giving it away. So my goal was to get to gold cap, which is 212,000 gold, I think, and then give it all away. The problem is I have had a bunch of shit that I have not been able to make gold as quickly as I thought I would. And so I'm still making a lot of money, more than I ever would need, but I don't think I'm going to make it to gold cap because the way that I'm doing my gold making and all that, I'm not just like, it'd be really boring to just buy a bunch of shit, log on like once a day, or not even once a day, and just like wait a couple months, which that's kind of like what AHD Gen does. The dude like doesn't play the game he just plays the auction house, which is amazing. I'm not shitting on him, but he doesn't, to my knowledge, he doesn't actually play the game anymore. He just logs on a couple times a week, buys cheap shit, sells expensive shit, and that's the way he makes his money. But I also started TBC with like 10,000 gold. I think it was like right around 10,000 gold. So I've gone from 10 to 40k. In what is that? 4 months. So I don't know. We could get close, but what I'm really tempted to do is just walk up to somebody in Orgrimmar, or like go run around the world, maybe walk around Shatrath, and then just like open up trade and then just give them 2,500 gold and then hit trade and then like see what happens. See if they message me, see if I can get them in a Discord channel, kind of like Mr. Beast. But yeah, I think that would be wild to do. Rather than giving it away, start fresh on Dream Scythe and show how to 0 to be hero. Yeah, I think that's an option too. I've actually considered going to Dream Scythe Alliance because I kind of want to play Alliance, but I don't know. My time is finite, especially with my job, my family, raiding. So I'm not exactly sure. To go from level 1, that'd be shitty. I mean, I could buy a boost. Okay. Thoughts on soul essences? Don't do it. We're past that point. Oh wait, I'm already behind. Do you farm your own herbs? I do not farm anything, T-Nice01. Also, welcome to the chat. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome in, welcome in. I do not farm anything. I did farm a bunch of shit before in last January, and that was the last time that I did any kind of gathering profession or anything like that. For money. Other than that, I just do like, I'll get bored. Like today I went and did a run in Stratholme to see what it was like, and I made like 50 gold in 20 minutes. And then I left after one run because like I'm bored. What? I think I already said that. What class / profession combo do you think is the best to boost as a money-making alt? If you want to gather, you have a couple different options. You can choose something that gathers really easily in the open world, which would be like a druid. You could, or a hunter or a warlock, like if you're gonna farm. So like if you want to go fight Throne of Kil'jaeden, like a hunter, a warlock, maybe a mage are all really good options. And farm Primal Fires. That gets boring real quick, and you'll never, like, unless you're a fucking bot from Brazil or Malaysia, you're gonna have a really hard time like being like, okay, for today on my game that I want to have fun on, I'm gonna go farm for 2 hours killing the same 5 mobs over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Like it gets really boring really quickly. What I think is more fun than that would be like a protection paladin and doing Stratholme boosts or Skullomance boosts or any old world boost. I think those could all be fun. Lower Blackrock Spire. I think there's more longevity there, but the mileage may vary based on your gear, and then you kind of want to get some gear in a raid, and that could be challenging to get in there as a prop paladin, or like to farm the gold there as like an underboosted character. But if you're talking about you want to main a character, you want to have gold making professions or raid professions that are like gold making, you could do something like a hunter with engineering, and you could go collect clouds if you're bored. You could do Throne of Kil'jaeden, you could do quests, you could kill shit there. You could just go farm shit like Frostadamus. I'm gonna go kill stuff for an hour. I'm gonna go kill these mobs for an hour. I think one of the best gold makers right now is a rogue in Steam Vaults with mining and engineering, I think is what it is. They suck the clouds and they mine the adamantite, fell iron shit. That's a really good thing. But again, I think it would get boring. I think that's what I would do. I would do like a hunter with, well, I would do one of two things actually. I would either do it like an open, like what I'm talking about, an open world farming one, because I think I could get a lot of longevity out of it. And I would just choose like a gathering profession and maybe engineering. So like mining engineering, I would suck clouds, mine ore, or kill shit. If you don't want to do that route, I would do prop paladin, and I would tank dungeons for nethers, and I would do like this is probably like phase 1, early phase 2 advice, but like tanking for nethers and then selling the like a vengeance wrap or like the leg enhancements, that could be pretty profitable, and you just tank it and hard reserve the fucking nether. I think that's probably what I would do with how I like to play the game. I think the most money per hour, if you just want to be a fucking bot, is a rogue with steambolt. Rogue, mining, engineering, go do steambolts for your entire life. Let's see if I'm missing anything. If you wanted, I mean, see these fuckers? This guy. I bet this guy is selling tables and ports. And I bet he makes 100 gold an hour. At least. So it's just kind of what you can do forever. And in my gold making video, the gold like tier list, I think it's one of my best videos that I've made, actually. I forget what it's called. It's like farm or something like that. This one, gold making methods tier list. This video, my number one thing is I say you need to choose something that you can do forever, that you're not going to lose your mind. So that's how I would do it. I wouldn't say like what's going to be the best. I would say like, what do you have the most fun doing? Like what class do you want to play and have fun? If I was going to boost something, that's what I would do. And then once you get enough like of a nest egg, that's what we were talking about earlier in this guy. Once you have this nest egg, you can just sit and work like I do and do professions. And then it doesn't matter. Like it can be any character. It can be any. It doesn't matter. It's all about the professions. Boosted Drew for purpose of gathering, but now I plan to raid with it as well. It's a trap. Yeah, that's fair. Huge Ralph. Good point. Good point. And I didn't see you follow. Thank you for the follow, sir, on Twitch. Okay, Rogue Gold INS 5. What does that mean? Comes from the 2 chests. Oh, and Steam Vault. That's what you meant. Mostly not mining engineering. I can see that. The point's still the same, though. You do the same strategy. That Steam Vault with a Rogue with engineering and mining is just wild money. And yeah, the ore is trash. That's one of the reasons that I'm kind of afraid of doing the gem thing, because I thought we would see the price increase, but instead, adamantite ore is just stayed right where it was at 1 gold 30, and gems have not fucking moved yet. Nice, spend a lot. That's awesome. Making that money. Okay, do you farm your own herbs? No. Farm anything? I didn't know you were EU. I'm sorry. I'm not EU. Oh, from TSM. I was just on there for something else we were talking about earlier. I like to keep an eye on other servers. I'm on Night Slayer Horde. T-Turb, I've been seeing. Read, hold on. Move this guy over here. Okay. I've been seeing void crystals drop to like 4 gold and bump to 5 gold. Worth buying a bunch and reselling. It's a risk. I don't think there's. I think that supply will only get worse for void crystals, but that's not to say that the price. Meaning, like we will see a shitload more supply, right? There's too many void crystals, for how many enchants need void crystals. So the price will go down. Where it stops, I don't know, but that's not to say that you can't make gold buying void crystals cheap and then selling them on a spike. Like we saw a huge spike. I think they almost doubled when the phase 1 gladiator gear came out, because everyone and their mother bought a fucking weapon. So if that's your play, I would just know that what your entrance is and what your exit is, and be willing to like do that. And that, yeah, Super IMF board when the rogue farm. Yeah, exactly. Large prismatics have to fall under 2. That's not true. Yeah, they could. There could be just so many void crystals that the price of large prismatics come down. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I take it back. I think you're right. But my point is that they could go down that far. There's so many void crystals out there already. And we have like 6 months or more until that patch comes out, or 5 months. I wish I could see. I can tell I'm talking too much because my beer is getting warm before I'm done with it. That's a terrible sign. Okay. If I go to TSM, change this back to Night Slayer. Heart of Fire. These come out probably around here. No data available. Fuck. Okay, so Heart of Fire is the one that you could look at. And one of the reasons that I do the market updates is so that I can go back and look at this stuff, because to see what Heart of Fire did when the transmute came out would be very indicative of what will happen with void crystals, right? Because Hearts of Fire and Elemental Fire do the same thing that void crystals and large organic shards do. So it'd be interesting to see what they did. Okay. Malanti, thanks for that follow on Twitch. Let's see here. Good comms. I almost sold all my. Oh wait, you already did. I already read that. I read that. I'm terrible at arenas, but at least thanks, Gilly, I can enchant and gem my PvP gear. Fuck yeah, that's what it's all about. Honestly, that's one of my pet peeves. Since I've become a YouTuber, I don't think I'm a streamer yet. I'm trying to, boys. I'm trying to. Which reminds me, if you're on YouTube and you want to come over to Twitch and drop a follow, I would love that long time, or the Twitch Prime or whatever. But I'm trying to become a streamer. But when I see streamers that like are broke, it just fucking pisses me off, because I'm like, you guys are supposed to be the experts. And like S-Fan knows so much about this game, but he doesn't know how to make gold. Like, that's fucking wild. And he should be rich with how much he plays the game. And he's broke. He's like raising money for it. He got Gladiator mount. He's great at the game, but he couldn't fucking afford it, which is wild to me. Like, that just, it blows my mind. Anyways, if we get pre-nerf Black Temple, void crystals will increase because of the 4 resistance gem. Yeah, okay, so those that don't know what he's talking about, we went through this before, and I had to pull my head out of my ass, and that's why I remember it. So enchanting Misk Void Sphere is a 4 resist all. What people do for Mother Shiraz is they take all their tier 4 gear, their Karazhan gear, and they put these in every fucking slot, every gem slot. And then they get all the Shadow Res gear. They get all the Shadow Res out of it. And then I think there's like a couple of other items that you can get that are, you can buy or you can create. And that's how you get your Mother Shiraz gear. The question is, and the risk about doing Primal Shadow or investing in these Void Crystals is Mother Shiraz going to be hard enough that we need to have a lot of Shadow Res gear? That's the question. It's kind of like in Classic, how there was like 2 different camps of people. Those that were saying you need an NR gear for Hugh Huron, and those that said that you just wear your normal gear and you murder him. And then at the same time, you have the Vicidius people, Viscidus, where you could wear NR gear or you just pop a shitload of consumes and do it that way. when I ran the guild, I prepared. I knew Q run would be easy. You just everyone pops a wreck and you fucking murder the boss. But Vis can. It's not like it's kind of like a finesse fight with like sappers and shamans dropping their totems because we're horde. It's awesome, or just like using poison elixirs, and it ended up being like a total fucking joke because the players were just so much better. So we will see what happens with Mother Shiraz. I think it will be post nerf because I think Blizzard has basically said their last update, like, hey, we like the effect of post nerf, and fuck everyone else that thinks otherwise. It's basically what they said, which is fine. Sorry, I need music or I'm gonna lose my mind. But I think that second piece of the puzzle, are the players good enough to not need the resistance gear? That's going to be the wild card. And as money moguls, as goblins, we only really care about if guilds tell their players to get prepared. It doesn't matter if you actually need it or not. It just matters if people are told to get void spheres and get all their tier 4 gear enchanted. But if you believe that people are going to need it, I think void crystals could be a good play. But I just think there's so much out there. Like I will point to my guild again. Show you guys, and we run one raid team. And there's, I can't see it because I'm not a fucking raider. God damn it, Ark. Okay, this is what our guild bank looks like. There's fucking, I don't know how many that is. That's a lot. 271. Like that's a lot of, that's enough to get void spheres for probably all of our raiders, right? That's 271 divided by 2 is 130. That's 4 for each raider. I mean, that's just wild. So I don't know if they're going to be needed or not. One farm that people should learn is the jump runs in DM East. If they announce Wrath, Thorium will spike. I do believe that's true. I'm gonna come out with a after this, we were talking about earlier, I'm gonna do a Wrath investment video this weekend. The two videos that I well, I'll show you guys. I made the market update on Wednesday, but here's what it sounds like. Hey guys, good here. Today's gonna be the market update. Fuck me. For May 20th or 20th. Yeah. So fuck me. I already did it all, but I didn't check my audio. Audio seems to be, you know, more a pain in my ass than a fucking hemorrhoid. But yeah, I've got to either dub that over or reshoot it with like today's prices, which is what I'm gonna do. And then the other video that I'm gonna make is one for Wrath investments because I'm getting a lot of questions on it. One second. Also, how's the audio sound? Is the audio fine? I feel like I've got the new mic. I've got the Shure mic that I did. I think I've kind of got it dialed in now, but let me know what you guys think. A couple people have said it sounds like shit. A couple people say they like it. A couple people say my old mic was better. My old mic was definitely not better. I just knew how to configure it because I'd already had it for like 6 years. All right. How am I going to get DMCA'd? No, that's not it. Nuke drop. Okay. Nope. Nope, that ain't it. Hmm. Epic battle music. This is it. This is what we fucking invest to. Okay, this will work. This will work. Okay, back to the important thing, which is questions. Searcher, I have maybe 1K in cloth. I've just been sitting on after crafting them on cooldown. Do I sell you have 1K cloth. Like, is this shadow cloth type stuff? When they've gone down, or make them into something and try to sell them. Like, I think you're talking about like spell cloth, shadow cloth, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't think cloth goes anywhere from here. Maybe in phase 6. Or yeah, maybe phase 6. I think that the next time we get a massive like influx into phase 1 items is when pre-patch comes out. Waffle, that's a great name. I love it. Also welcome in. I don't think I've seen you chat before. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Thoughts on farming badges of justice to buy Crimson Spinal in phase 5? I think it's a great idea. I will say it will be much easier to farm badges next phase. So just keep that in mind. Like, you'll get cars on, I think they're post nerf heroics. So everything will be a lot easier. Aquamarine, yeah, Aquamarine is, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I have got like 600 Aquamarine already. I started TBC with 1,000. I sold them at like 60. I sold a lot of them at 60. I kept like 250. So I sold 750 of them at 50 silver. I should have just held on to them. Okay, this is maybe a little too epic. This is indeed not it. I'm gonna go to what I normally go to, but I need to find a different fucking series of music. So, little like side quest here, but the way that the normal streamers make their money, they either play music during the live and they get subs and stuff, which is how they make money, or they split their audio tracks. So I could split the audio tracks, but I just don't care enough yet. So I'm just vibing to the DMCA music. Audio sounds great. Fuck yeah. Thank you. That's actually good to hear. You're probably the first person to ever tell me that, George, including myself. And Rainer, audio scripts. Okay, never mind, George. You're the second person to say that. And Taco Hitman, I agree. I think that we are going to be post-nerf from here on out. I think Blizzard has already basically said, like, you're fucked. Wrath is coming. We're trying to get nice and easy. And I'm part of the Classic Plus Copium. I'm pretty sure Classic Plus is coming. But I think Wrath is coming first. And I want to pace, like, my own Copium. I want to pace my own thoughts on the stuff out. So we did the Defcon Melderon. That was, like, iteration 1. I want to have Aeolon. I still want to have Aeolon. Ael's got a lot of perspective. And then I want to start, like, trying to get some other classic, like, players in, but I think it's a little too early. Like, S-Fan is going hard on the Classic Plus right now, which, I mean, he knows probably way more than I do about the history. But I already talked about S-Fan once. My problem with S-Fan is he's not really a WoW player anymore. I love him, but he kind of does all the other stuff. His success is like Asmongold. Asmongold is no longer a WoW streamer. S-Fan obviously does play WoW still, but he also plays a lot of other games. Like, he's not a WoW player, if that makes sense. He's not like a WoW exclusive player, so it kind of like taints his opinion in my view. The problem is, yeah, Asmon. Well, so like the way I think about Asmongold, and I don't want to get political, but the way I think about Asmongold is like Fox and CNN 30 years ago, the news companies, like, they chose different sides of the spectrum because there was money in it, right? And it all comes down to money. So Asmongold is a very savvy businessman. What he comes off, I mean, he's a multi-millionaire. He's very rich. And I don't think that's his main driver, but that's besides the point. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's had success. And I think that the content for him in WoW just kind of dried up. Right? He'd already talked about everything. He'd been playing the game for forever. So he had to do something that he could talk about every morning for 10 hours. And And when you get to that level of success, like he posts a video and it gets like half a million views in a day. So he needs something that can do that. And one of the best ways to get a bunch of views is to say shit that people disagree with, or say shit that people like violently agree with. Like if you're on one side of the spectrum, you're fine. If you're just preaching to the middle, no one's gonna join you. So I don't hold it against him, but like, you know, he's just on the opposite side of the political spectrum as like Hassan or whatever. I think he beefs with them. I don't see a lot of his videos. I didn't watch him when he was a WoW streamer either, because he was a retail guy. I'm more of a burnt peanut guy who just kind of talks about dumb shit and is vibing on the chat. Yeah, react streamer. Yeah, exactly. Which like Zaryu reacts, but he's like all WoW reacts. Like Zaryu is a WoW streamer. I like what I mean. People say different things about Zaryu, but like Zaryu is a WoW guy. Like he barely plays any other games, and I respect him for it. He's building. He's got his community. He does WoW stuff. He'll play a different game, but he's a WoW guy, right? I feel like S-Fan's not that anymore, even though he definitely started out as it. 100% yeah, it's coming, but after Wrath. Yeah, I think so, Taco. The question will be, so in last Wrath, they released SOD in ICC. Like they released SOD in ICC almost at the same time. And if they release Classic Plus right as they release ICC, that would be fucking wild. The timing would work, but they would once again cuck Arthas, Menethil, and the heroes of Azeroth from burning him to the ground. So that's how I feel about it. But the timing would work, right? If they release Sunwell, if you guys have Goldman questions, hit me up. But until then, I'm gonna talk about Classic Plus real quick, because so TBC timeline. They normally hold true to these, right? What they say is one season is like generally the calendar, well, excuse me, the calendar description of a season. So when they say autumn, if I go and I look up like when is autumn, great English there. When is autumn end? December 21st. So phase 4 should come out before December 21st. It might be like the week before. It might be like the week after Thanksgiving or something like that. And they will run this for 2 months or 3 months. So I don't think that we see Wrath or pre-patch until like February. I can see the same cadence they did this time, where they do a pre-patch in January and they release Wrath in February, like what they do with TBC. I can see that. But yeah, I don't know. It's curious that they didn't say anything after this. So probably we'll get another timeline here in 4 months that'll say Wrath. Like that'll probably be the big announcement in Blizzard or in BlizzCon. Oh, Wrath. They might announce Classic Plus, kind of like they did for, like they had a trailer for Vanilla, Classic Vanilla in 2017. And then they released it in 2019. So we might get a trailer in 2026, which would be this year, at this BlizzCon. And then they will release it in August or whatever. Like, August is not the right word, but like maybe March of 2028 or something like that. Like a year and a half later. So that's what I think is the most likely outcome. I can't wait to like see what actually happens, or even if I'm still even playing WoW, but I think I will be. I'm playing this game now for fucking 7 years, which is wild to me. I was a big like anti-WoW person for a long time. The Classic like totally changed my mind. So yeah, I think that we've got to pay attention to this timing. We should see phase 3, right? When is summer ending? September 22nd. So we should see this release like, I don't know, maybe a week or two before BlizzCon, if I had to guess, like late August. Where are we at now? We're in the first week of SSC, and it's May 14th is when it came out. So I mean, that would be 3 months. I could see that. do 3 months of SSC, release this in August, and then ZA comes out. That'd be a really long phase 3 though. Maybe August to, no, that would work. August, release this like 6 weeks into Black Temple, and then do another, I don't know, 4 weeks, and then release Sunwell. I think that's the most likely outcome, but who knows? We'll see. We will see. I dropped ICC as soon as Saw dropped. Yep, exactly. Same Swamp Crew. Also welcome in, sir. I hope that they don't fucking do that again. That would piss me off if they, because I didn't play ICC because I was so excited about SOD. I thought SOD was gonna be Classic Plus. I knew after phase 1 that it wasn't because they were too fucking crazy, but they were like trying to get people to do all the aspects of Azeroth. Like they were innovating. It seemed like they were gonna continue to do development on it, and then like they just went off the fucking deep end with everything, which sucked because I really liked SOD phase 1. Phase 2 was terrible. But if they go anywhere near what they did in SOD with Classic Plus, I think it's too much. But yeah, what I think I've said this before in a stream. I think you have 2 routes with Classic Plus. You can go Vanilla Plus, which is what I keep talking about him, but SFan wants because he's been talking about Classic Plus. That's what we were talking about before. He wants a Vanilla Plus. He says his like motto is, what would happen if the Dark Portal, Vanilla and the Dark Portal never opened, or something along those lines. And I think that's a fun, I think it could be fun. That is different than Classic Plus, which in my mind is like you're stuck at 60 and it's just a ton of horizontal progression. You're not stuck in Azeroth. You're not stuck, I mean, you're stuck on Azeroth. Well, not really. You could go to, in my mind, it's like Warcraft 3 rules. Wherever you're at in Warcraft 3, which is where the lore was like really fleshed out. So you can go to Northrend, you can go to Draenor or Outlands. I think you do that in Warcraft 3. Let's, do you go to, oh wait, do you go to Draenor in Warcraft 3? I think you do. Everything on Northrend and the Broken Realm of Outland. Fucking idiot AI. So yeah, and you do go to Outland. I think, according to the AI, I could be wrong. But I think that's the rules I would use for Classic Plus. And I would just do a bunch of shit. Like I would bring in lore. I would bring in like all the raids at 60, 40-man raid. Like maybe you don't do 40-man raiding. Maybe you do flex raiding. The community is majorly split on that. A lot of people love, oh yeah, Rainer, I totally understand, man. A lot of people love 40-man raids. A lot of people fucking hate them. A lot of people love flex raiding. A lot of people hate it, right? So, and if you're not familiar with what flex raiding is basically if you bring 15 people to the raids are tuned to 15 people. If you bring 20 people to the raids are tuned to 20 people. What SOD did is they had all the raids tuned for, I think, 25 or 20. And then if you brought 40, it was really easy. And you still got the same amount of loot. So I can see them doing something like that in Classic Plus 2 or Vanilla Plus, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. The community is super split. I would love to see them do either one. I'm hoping that we see all of Azeroth. That's what I like, all of Warcraft 3 Azeroth. So like maybe you go to Gilneas. Maybe you go to what's the island where Jaina Proudmoore grew up on? I forget the name. The Broken Isles, maybe. The whatever the fucking Panda Land doesn't exist in Warcraft 3, so you don't go there. You go to Kalimdor, you go to Northrend, like you go to the, like maybe there's a Naga thing, like you meet Thrall, or Thrall meets the trolls on a fucking island where the Naga Murloc bitches are. So like maybe that's a raid or something like that. Like you could do all that kind of stuff. I think it'd be really fun. I'm open for Classic Plus, but I have no trust in Blizzard. I think it's fair. But also, once they release something, commit to it. It could get better over time. Took years for OSRS to hit in stride. Totally great point. I would remind people that there has been a major culture shift at Blizzard in the last 5 years, right? The last 3 years. So last TBC, they had all the drama with the casting couch or whatever that was, and all of like the Me Too stuff, which is terrible. I'm not trying to minimize it, but they also got acquired by Microsoft since then. Microsoft has said like make games great again, and I think that they've been putting money where their mouth is. They want to make money, but I'm not against Blizzard making money. I'm against like them making shitty games, right? So if they need to bring in some cosmetic, I've said this before, if they need to bring in some like cosmetics and allow people to, or like bring in game masters or whatever the fuck they're called, to like police the bots, like people's number one problem with classic content is not a Blizzard problem, it's a gaming problem, which is fucking bots and real money transactions. And some people love it. Like I'm an engineer, I make really good money. Yes, I could make more money, more gold by just working for an hour and then spending my hourly wage on gold. Yeah, 100%. That's not the fucking point. I can't simulate an economy and not risk real money in the real world, and that's what I use the game for. I can't like hang out with the boys and spend money to do so. Like that's what I use the game for, and I think that Blizzard should foster that. And the old Blizzard was so good at it. They didn't fucking miss. They just straight up never missed. StarCraft 2, Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, they were all fucking bangers. Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 2 LOD, Frozen Throne. Like Dota, League of Legends, all that shit came from fucking Blizzard, right? If it weren't for Blizzard making Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, Dota 1 would have never existed. Dota 1 never existed. Those devs would have never gone on to make Heroes of New Earth, League of Legends, you know, all the things. And then it's kind of like how not a lot of people know this, but like Arma, there's a military simulator called Arma, or Arma 2 or Arma 3. And that's where PUBG's Battle Royale came from. That's where DayZ came from. And so you get like these, they weren't sandbox games, but they were games that other people could go develop in and make them like these little custom games. And then there's a whole multi-million-dollar industry that's come out of it. Like Call of Duty has its Battle Royale mode, and Fortnite and all that shit came from Arma, basically. Like the concept came from Arma. And it was just a custom game. Same thing with Dota. So Blizzard just like straight up never fucking missed for like 20 years. And if they can just like kind of hone that again, which like Ian, whatever the fuck his name is, Constantinople, I can't think of his real name, but like he was part of the original team. He was I think he was a GM of one of the first guild. Like what was the oh god, I'm gonna blank on their name. They were like basically the modern or the old school Onslaught or Bipolar, I forget their name. It's like Geniuses or something like that. Oh god, what the fuck is it? They had a forum and everything. But it was like a gaming company that just made great games. They didn't care about all the other shit. No, I'm not talking about Faye. Pfizer. It was like vanilla, old school vanilla. The main what guild did Ian from Blizzard lead? Elitist Jerks, there it is. Yeah, Elitist Jerks. This was like the original parsing, speedrunning Omega Guild. Like they had all this shit on there. So he's like an OG vanilla god, basically. And now he runs game development for them, is my understanding. I don't remember what his actual title is, but anyways, I digress. I'm yapping too much and not reading your guys' comments. The whole point of this is not to talk about anything else other than gold making. So if you guys have questions on gold, let me know. Furball grade, yep. Scarlet Crusade, Dragon Isles, Emerald Dream. Emerald Dream would be a fucking great one. Northrend, Draenor, Karazhan. Yeah, exactly. There's so much lore that they can go in on. exactly. I'll spend 100 gold on like, I don't think they should do boosts. Like maybe one boost a year into the content. Like I don't think it should come out immediately, but if they've got to do stuff like if they've got to sell cosmetics that are literally fucking free for them to make, like the dev time it takes to make a single cosmetic is obscene, obscenely low. They could pay for the whole fucking game. Riker's Beard, welcome in, sir. I don't know how you can look at SOD and say that Modern Blizzard understands the philosophy that it made. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if they can channel what they had before, it's still the same company. I mean, the people have changed a lot of it, but they still have some of the old OGs. The people that made that era are long gone. And no, they're not. They're not gone. A lot of them are, like Jeff Kaplan, for example. Players are conditioned to ask for things that go against their own interest. Give me an example. I buy gold now. Yeah, Dom. People are getting banned for buying gold, but that doesn't stop them. They don't get permabanned. Old Blizzard was also notorious back in the day for hiring modders and people in the community who impress them. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, do you have a passion for games? Let's hire. Like, if they got back into that, which Microsoft seems to be kind of channeling, like even retail's kind of gotten to pick up since old boy got back into it. Metzen, like this World Soul Saga has been pretty well reviewed, is my understanding. If they don't see Classic Plus popping off, wait, I don't know, man. If they don't see Classic Plus popping off, you already know what will happen with devs. They will work on another project. That's true. That's very true. Oh, right, because you're part of Leaders Jerks. Nice. Yeah, so like I think, I mean, they have this possible golden goose. They have this possible chance to like get back to that old Blizzard. Do I think they'll make the shot? No, I think they'll whiff it. But I think that there's a chance. There's got to be a greater than a 0% chance that they will do it right. And I don't think that it's like listening to the community. I think that the community can get them in the right direction, but you've got to have some like intestinal fortitude, some balls to do like old school game development. Be like, this is our game. Like we're trying to make a really good game. We're not trying to make a game that people love. You know what I mean? Like if you build it, they will come. Make a really fucking good game and people will love it. And old Blizzard, they used to do that. They just had a bunch of really passionate people. And I just don't know if I don't know if they have it, but I'm saying they had it, and if they channel the right fucking voodoo witchcraft, maybe they get back into it. I don't know. I do not play Destiny. My games that I've played since becoming addicted to vanilla. Oh, that was the wrong button. This is the beep. Fuck you. There we go. Okay. The games that I play are Dota 2, because I played Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne and was a Dota 1 savant, I guess. I was like rated top 100 players for a while. And then I don't remember the name of the thing that tracked it either, but then I played a bunch of like, I still play Dota 2 obviously every once in a while. I haven't played a lot since I got into vanilla, and then I play like a couple of other games every once in a while. So like a little bit of DayZ, like maybe 10 hours of Heroes of the Storm in the last 7 years. It is in the last 7 years, right? I've played maybe like 30 Dota games in the last 7 years. God, what else do I play? I don't want to show my Steam. Oh, Satisfactory. I've played a shitload of Satisfactory in the last 7 years. Yeah, just different variants of fucking WoW. So like I played vanilla, I played TBC, got out of TBC, started playing SOM because I moved cross country, played SOM for like, I don't know, 3 months, and then was like, okay, fuck this. And then I think I played like Satisfactory for like 3 months. And then I got back in, caught the end of TBC, did Wrath, did almost all of Wrath, did SOD, played SOD for a little bit. That's where I played Onslaught. the original vanillas when I played with Death Camp Melderon, and then from Wrath I went, or from Sod I went back into Cataclysm to play with a guild with a lot of guys I currently play with, and then from there I came back to Anniversary, and that's been pretty much my gambit. I did play Tarkov a little bit. When I was younger, when I was like a teenager, I was really good at console first-person shooters like Halo 2, Halo 3. I had a sponsor from Hard Rock Cafe for a little bit to do like games, and a sponsor me, like they pay for me to go to tournaments that I could have gone. I never actually did. So I just had a shirt, and then I used to sell 50s with I used to sell them. I tried to sell 50s. We had a guy that was in my high school who was really good and would sell 50s, so I tried to do that in Halo 3. Wasn't good enough to do it at the rate that he did, and that was right when I started falling off on first-person shooters and getting into like strategy games. I'll just quote the Civ 4 guy: "Giving the opportunity to players will optimize the fun of the game." I agree, but isn't that the fun of it? Like, isn't that the fun to those players? Like, people shit on me in the YouTube comments all the time, like, this guy should just get a job in the stock market. It's like, I'm having fun. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like the Sarth, I don't think Sarth plays WoW anymore, but like Sarth was a major parse lord, or like bipolar. That's their way of having fun with the game. I don't think it's a bad thing. If something is released that isn't seasonal, it eventually becomes successful because the potential will just take time, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the other problem with WoW, is it is like it's a forever seasonal game. Well, not seasonal. It's forever like expansion, everything becomes void. New expansion, everything else becomes void or irrelevant. Does Sarth? Okay, I've been watching a lot of his DK videos recently. That's why I bring him up. Modern gamers generally want the end result without overcoming the challenge required to make them worthwhile. 100% agree. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of like, it pissed me off when they did the boost, the 58 boost, because it's exactly like, how do you fall in love with your character if you didn't start at level 1? You know what I mean? This applies to time, skill, knowledge, etc., even social skills credit. Yeah, I mean, this is like Alex Hermosi, like 40,000 hours or like the 10,000 hours. You can't be an expert. I mean, like, games should be fun if you play 5 hours or if you play 5,000 hours, right? What was the last rune to be discovered in Sod? Ooh, I have no idea. To your point, I agree. Optimizing breaking the game is part of the fun, but part of being a good game designer is knowing how to protect players from themselves. Yeah, I love that statement. You need to know how to, like, you need to protect players from looking for dungeon, or buying like boosts, buying infinite boosts. Like, I'm fine with a catch-up mechanic like halfway into a phase, like, oh yeah, I don't have the time, or like whatever it is. It's almost, and I did this actually in retail many times, from like the years like 2010 to 2019. I would want to play retail. Some buddies of mine have been playing retail forever, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll actually play this time. And then I would go in, I'd buy the boost, and I would get bored within like, I don't know, a couple days, because I would be like, this is like too much. And I think that a lot of the games that aren't that way are like the DayZs, the 7 Days to Dies, the No Man's Skies, the ones that start in like an alpha, like an honest alpha, where they're like, here, come help us make the game get better. And they don't stop. They relentlessly develop until the game is good. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Riker. The whole... A lot of the premise, or maybe not premise is the right word, a lot of what it seems like that game devs do is they get like a minimum viable product, and then they go to Steam, they early access it, they make their however much money, and then they try to just hobble it over to a fully developed game, and then they release it, and then they move on to the next thing. and it fucking sucks. Like, I just bought Subnautica 2 to play with the same buddies that I play that I was trying to play retail with, because that's what they're playing right now, Subnautica 2. And I was like, I actually sold a Dota item for like $300, and I was like, I'll buy Subnautica 2, it's whatever. But it was in fucking early access. And it's like, okay, you have this half-baked game. They already have the money from Subnautica 1. They could just wait to give a fully developed game. But instead, they do an early access, and I don't know. I don't fully agree with it. Okay, I'm gonna quit yapping. I gotta find something to do in game, because it sounds like you guys are done with the gold main questions, which is chill, which is awesome. I love talking about Classic Plus. I love talking about the game design in general. I don't feel as qualified to talk about it as I do as the gold making stuff, but maybe that's a little bit of imposter syndrome coming through, because I'm just a dude fucking playing the game, just like you guys are. My opinion doesn't mean anything more than anyone else's. I can't like help people, you know what I mean? Talking about Classic Plus, I'm just yapping, which is always fun, you know. The question is, for gold, how the fuck do we make money for the next 2 weeks without being super risky? Enchanting is one of them, because it's all profit. There's no risk. Do I have enchanting macro made right now? Nope. So we could do that. Can't wait until early access expansion DLCs. Yeah, what the fuck? Become a thing. It would piss me off. I was burned so many times. Like, DayZ was one of them. DayZ was early access for like fucking 10 years. I think 7 Days to Die was as well, but they kept like making massive improvements. Okay, we need to send these feathers. I need to start spending my money. I don't like having, like, right now 10% of my net worth is liquid. I don't normally like that. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get ice for this beer. This is just unbearable. It tastes like fucking metal. Tastes like I'm licking a copper pot. You guys ever lick a copper pot? It tastes like this beer warm. This is a good beer too. What do I tell my camera to stop following me? Stupid bitch. Fuck. Unlock me. Okay, we're good. It won't follow me. You guys won't get to get a nice look at my butt. I'll be right back in like 1 minute. 1 minute, boys. 1 minute. Oh, wait. Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, we're back. We're back. Gotta tell it. Track me. On me? There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, sorry, we're back. Icy beer is low-key or underrated. I don't want to chug a beer. I kind of agree. I'd rather just drink the beer cold. The ice kind of waters it down, but I'd rather drink a cold beer than a warm. I very rarely put ice in my beer. This one was too rough. What's your take on gems at the moment? It seems to me they have lost a lot of value. Yeah, so Rain Man, I think gems are kind of fucked at the moment, which sucks because I invested a bunch of money into them. I've been trying. I don't think that the price has gone too crazy unless you bought like at the peak last week at like 90 plus. But Living Ruby, for example, and the way to compare this would be week over week, not day over day, because the market changes. So like I bought these on I'll show you guys. So I post buy and sell alerts, right? If you remember, if you're in the Discord and you remember, you'll see the buy and sell alerts, which I'm obviously sharing on live right now. I'm not trying to keep it a secret. I'm just trying to like kind of provide value to the people that choose to support the channel, monetarily support the channel. Just watching is totally enough. But I bought some Living Rubies at 7 gold on the 17th, so that was Sunday. And then let's see here, an ore on the 14th. So I was basically shifting from raid consumables, supreme power, haste potions, and super mana potions over into enchanting and gems. And the enchanting stuff hasn't moved like at all. And the gems have gone down. And the reason that terrifies me is because I feel like the fucking bots in Steam Vault, Rogue, I feel like these guys are just fucking me hard. Like, look at all these ungilded rogues just doing the dirty in Steam Vault. That's why I think that gems haven't moved. I'm gonna panic if they start going down. But what's more likely is that they stay around this level for like the next 2 or 3 weeks. If I see these hit like the high 60s, I will probably sell at a loss. I will try to sell on a Tuesday, where hopefully we're not. But if we're like high 60s on a Tuesday, man, we're fucked on a Friday. Like Friday notoriously is the worst day on almost every server because people finish. Not a lot of people raid Friday nights. Most people raid Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even like Monday as a cleanup. And then it's like Sunday is a pretty popular raid night. Saturday is during the day. Sunday during the day are all more popular than Friday night. Friday night is one of the worst days to raid because most people are like out there drinking and trying to talk to lady friends. So, or out there hanging with their family. This is probably more likely for Classic WoW. But yeah, gems are possibly fucked. I hope they're not because I still have some money left in them. But I have been rotating out. I think this is what I have left. Like I have some Living Rubies. I probably have some in my mailbox right now. Oh, that's so much better when it's cold. No, I don't have any in the... But I've sold a lot of my gems. Got like some left here. I did sell a lot of Starvaloons, or not Starvaloon, solid, what the fuck they're called. Yeah, solid Starvaloon. Earlier this week. Which these were actually really profitable in like the last week because all the tanks get their gear first. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm a little worried. With the enchanting stuff that I have, I'm a lot less worried because there's no deposit cost and there's not a lot of people farming like blues. The things that people are farming is like cloth, which you can then turn into the large prismatics, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure that people knew about the I know for a fact people knew about the large prismatic shuffles before. The large prismatic shard shuffles before, like turning cloth and arcane dust, or adamantite powder and primal earth and turnium bars into large prismatics, but they still went fucking crazy. So far this expansion, the thing that has taken me by surprise has been the mana thistle, which is still at like 35 gold. I don't know why more people aren't in Skedis. Okay, all of my, so I renamed my guy, right? I changed it from Gillidan to Gilly, which is what my warrior was called, but all of my fucking sets got messed up. So I was thinking about going to do some PvP, but I have to get all my sets back together, and I don't even have like a gladiator set. And honestly, ret PvP kind of fucking sucks. How would I go about finding alright shuffles through tailoring and chanting? You have loads of cloth, but unsure the best way to convert it into prismatic shards. So if you have TSM, I don't know how you would find new ones other than just like doing research. But I'll show you in a second. As soon as this loads. Come on. Okay, so when you're in tailoring with TSM, this is one of them, and the way you would find it, see this crafting cost, it tells you. So one, you want to make sure, couple things. If you go to settings, crafting, this, I like to have it be DB min buyout with the crafting, right? And then what this does is if I can buy an item, it'll use that price. If I can craft it for cheaper than I can buy it, it'll do the crafting, it'll do the, like, what the price of those mats. Or if I can buy from a vendor, or if I can, I don't know what this convert does, to be honest with you. I think that this is like, if I have 10 motes of fire, I can convert those into a primal fire. I think. Don't quote me on that. So if I'm doing a tailoring one, almost always you have to do bolts of netherweave, right? So if you don't have that crafting one in there, it would say, oh, it'll be like right now the DB min buyout would be 1 gold 21 silver per bolt, but right here you see I can make 32 silver. The crafting cost of a bolt of netherweave is 83 silver. So it takes that 83 silver, multiplies it by 6, which would be what, 6 times 8 is 4 gold 80 silver or something like that. Little, maybe 4 gold 92 or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Almost 5 gold. And then the arcane dust is just, you can't craft arcane dust. It doesn't do the DEing. That's not like a for sure thing. So the 12 of those is 12 times 0.74, and then a rune thread I can buy from a vendor for 50 silver. And so it does all those things together. Oh, bolt another be 5 gold, exactly. Rune thread is 2 times 50, so that's 1 gold, and then 12 times 75, it looks like right now, is the 9. Let's check that math. 12 times 0.75. Yeah, 900 silver or 9 gold. So it takes all those together and it gives you the crafting cost right here. And if you don't have that TSM crafting cost at the bottom, I wish I could like have a little laser pointer that's separate from the mouse over. But if you don't have that, it's one of the settings. I go over in how to like set up your TSM. It's like if you go to tooltip in general, it's like TSM, general tooltip, scroll all the way to the bottom and do like crafting cost, detailed crafting cost, mat cost. Okay. So that tells us the crafting cost of the item. If I mouse over the item, under that TSM general info, it tells you the disenchant value. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can also have this do like a full destroy tooltip. So what that does is it tells you here. So it's got 100% enchant, so now you can see everything. 100% large prismatic, 0.5% void crystal. So there is a small chance that you can see the void crystal. You could D into a void crystal. So then what you would do is you would look at the crafting cost compared to the disenchanting cost. Any delta there is the profit. And then a lot of these ones on this character are ones that are profitable. So like Runecloth Belt, crafting cost 1 gold, 27 silver, disenchant value 155. That's 30 silver every time I D it. White Bandit Mask, crafting cost 120, D value 1 gold, 76 silver. So on and so forth. You can also, I think, if you have a tailor, come into here and like mouse over. No, you can't. Oh wait, well, that one might not. No, it doesn't have crafting costs because I don't know the recipe. You have to know the recipe to get the crafting costs. But like, there are some pretty constant ones that if you just Google, you could find them. But the ones that I know of are like Arcana Weave Bracers, White Bandit Mask, Runecloth Belt. I think it's Netherweave Bracers. These guys, I think, is one that you can do. Disenchant value 282. Maybe not. Craft cost is 3 gold there. So, might be, is it legs? Surely not. Nope. No, it's none of these. So like right now, I don't think you can do these. It's not. It's too expensive. But I think there is another we've won, and I think it's bracers, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, that's how you could find them. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Rainer. Man, there's no questions on Twitch today. Kind of wild. How long have we been going? 2 hours? All right, cool. We have a lot of people watching. That's fucking wild. I just realized that. 42 people watching. Surely there's some doubles, but that is absolutely wild. I'm not gonna lie, I think I say this literally every stream, and I would say it every video, but then it would get really redundant. It still blows my mind that people tune in to watch anything that I post. I'm just playing the game. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But people that do what I say seem to make gold, so that's always nice. I think bracers is a good one, but they're just not profitable. Yeah, I think so too, George. To go from 100 gold to 1k, I use White Bandit Mask. Now I just do Arcana Weave Bracers. Yeah, love it. White Bandit Mask is a good one because it's cheap. It's not. It doesn't take, like, you have to make, I think, 1 mage bolt, and then you're good. Will you touch my naughty bits? Yes, Talix. I will. Talix is my old raid lead. Well, not raid lead. Raid coordinator. Guy who does all the work. How about that? Okay, so maybe we should PvP on the hunter and just like shoot some people. No, I don't know what to do right now. That's where I'm bored at right now, is I'm kind of like not really sure what to do at the moment. So I downloaded Subnautica. I'm drinking piss. It's like giant. Pulled out his wiener and peed into my cup of ice. Delicious. Oh, you know what I can do? I need to do my transmutes. Oh, and I was fucking crafting Shadowcloth. Oh, this is why I haven't done this already. This is annoying. Sorry. I do apologize. I don't have a tile book. I don't. I need to. I need to do some like vanity stuff. That's what I need to do. But here's my problem. I get to the point where I don't want to do anything other than gold making because I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like that I could be gold making, and then as I waste like a bunch of gold, rest sickness, that I'm about to do on 5 other characters, and then I don't want to do gold making because I can't find any good deals. You know what I mean? So instead, I just don't play the game sometimes. My priest name is Piss Infusion. My raid lead hates me. Fuck yeah. That's funny. Raid nights are so fun. If I could raid every night, I would. But I'm the type of raider that I won't commit to a raid night unless I know I can make literally every raid. Unless like extenuating circumstances come up. So like I very rarely miss raids, and I've been that way for 7 years. Like if I'm actively raiding, I make every raid pretty much. But I kind of want to have another raid tune, but it's just so fucking hard to get a raid like a raid group that raids at the time that I need. I maybe what never mind, it's too early in Europe right now. West Coast sucks. West Coast for raiding fucking sucks. Changed my mind. Rob, thanks for the sub, man. Is that the Rob or is that Rob? The Rob would know the password. You? Okay, we're gonna kill ourselves again. Game, of course. In game. Well, I prepped. See, in vanilla, I would get to this point and I would start leveling a character, which is why I have all these 60s. Or I'd start boosting my character because I would boost myself for a lot of it. Or I would spam Lionhearts in Orgrimmar while I was getting boosted, because this is again the same fucking paradox where like I felt like I was wasting gold opportunities by not constantly spamming in Orgrimmar. Trying to sell Lionheart Helms. I will say when Wrath drops, I think that's one of the. I think what I'm going to do is call an audible and give away 50k rather than 200. I'm going to give away 50k now rather than 200k in 6 months or something. And then just call the challenge over and then start making money for Wrath. I think that's what I'm going to do. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it exactly. And because this might be TOS, but I'm going to show it anyways. So one of the places to buy gold is, and I looked at this today. Remember how to get here. Games. Wow. Game coins. Night Slayer? How the fuck do I find Night Slayer? I did this literally earlier today to check. Help me. Help me. I've never bought gold before. Surely it's here. Oh, wait. That's right. I had to click that. Okay. Night Slayer Horde. So if I were to give away 50,000 gold, $683. That's fucking wild. I mean, that's not Mr. B status, but it's not nothing. So I think I'm gonna do that. In game, I'll just give somebody 50,000 gold. I think it'd be really fun. I already sent the thing? Yeah, I did. But what I think I'm gonna do is, look, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we'll do it on this guy. What I think I want to do is literally, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in Org or Shatrath. And I want to just like walk up to somebody, maybe somebody that's like peddling a gold thing, or maybe like, maybe I'll post an item and the person that undercuts me first, I'll message them and see if I can give them, see if I can give them 50,000 gold. What would be awesome is if they didn't accept it. And I'm gonna record it. I'm not gonna stream it, but I'll record it. I think it'd be fun as fuck. And yeah, Stinky, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen, and that's what's gonna make it awesome. And then I'll post the YouTube video about it. Oh, we just lost our benediction. Make 2 randoms duel for 1. Oh, you're saying like use the gold to like make a tournament or something? See, I'm not I want to reward. Either, what's the right way to say that? I don't want to reward like a PvPer. That's why I wouldn't do a dueler. I wouldn't do a duel. Like, I don't care if somebody's good at PvPing. I want to reward like somebody who's grinding. Like the guy who asked me what he would do, like he has 500 gold. Like I want to give that guy 50,000 gold. Or I want to give like somebody who, or maybe not that guy, like somebody who's working on the grind. Like, oh, hey, I have like 5,000 gold. Give that guy 50,000 gold, because then he's going to understand. It's like skipping him up this is not a very politically correct thing to say, but like if you go up to a random poor person and you give them a bunch of money, they're just gonna waste it all. Like most people that win the lottery fucking waste it all. They don't invest it. They just fucking blow it. Or like sports, like NFL athletes or NBA players, like they get all this money and they're still poor when they're 60 because they don't appreciate it. It doesn't mean anything to them. I'd love to give to somebody who's like, fuck yeah, you just skipped like a year or like 8 months of grinding. You know what I mean? That's who I would ideally like to give it to. Counterpoint though is I just give it to a random. Like I just go into Duratar and give a fucking level 8 50,000 gold and just see what they do. I think it'd be fun. I grind gold so I can PvP. Yeah, I mean like, I'm not saying that PvPers don't know how to make gold. Oh, why did I log in this guy? I'm just saying that I don't want to make the gold contingent on your ability to play PvP. Like I would lose that. The other option would be to do like a bunch of little gold giveaways. Little meaning like, you know, 1,000 gold here, 2,000 gold here, and do like, I don't know. I could give away the gold based on, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently. Like Sarth, for example, I've been watching a lot of his DK stuff, and on his screen he has like some game after so many subs. Like I could put a little ticker. Like I have, oh, actually, fuck. Did we meet it? We're at 29. If I had one that was like, I don't know, 200, and then however much gold I have when we're at 200 subs or some like bait like that. It's not really my style, but I could see it being fun from like a community perspective to like try to get it there. And then just however much gold I have, and then like, I don't know, give it away on, do like maybe a random drawing live or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm open to suggestions, but I don't think I'm going to wait till the 200K because I don't think I'm going to get there, which kind of sucks. And 2, oh, don't attack the many people brought up the fact that like if I give away 200,000 gold at the end of TBC, it's like what the fuck are they gonna do with it? You know, if I give it to them right now, they can play all of TBC with it. Or like a lot of people said, oh, just give away epic mounts, which that'd be fun too. Which maybe that's a strategy too, is like I just wait at the epic mount buyer dude, and the first guy that comes up there, I just like, hey, here's 5,000 gold, your mount's on me, or something like that. Like that'd be very Mr. Beastie, right? That's the strategy. If I were AHT Gen, that's what I would be doing right now. I'd be giving away, like you don't ever need that much fucking gold. I would be giving it all away. Because for me, like the fun is not having the gold, it's making the gold. I actually don't have a lot of fun with the gold. I just use it to make more. Marbles on stream. Give away gold to other Marines. I wasn't a Marine. I was in the Navy. I was a naval officer. I do love the Marines. Probably in a gay way. Andrew Kennedy. Yo, Gilly, super happy to see you live finally. Thanks, man. Love content. Been a great perspective. Thank you, sir. Thanks for tuning in. I know we're always late night, but yeah, I understand. Give away epic mounts would be nice. Yeah, I think so. Figure I think it's probably what I'm gonna do at least one of, because many people have said that. So if I have, like, I think what I'm gonna do is get to 50k and then give away all 50k in random different things. Did you see the idiot who won 160 million in a lottery, got arrested for stealing 12k? What a fucking jackass. That's funny. Let's see here. Yeah, H didn't do a service taking gold. Yeah, I mean he's worth 1 million gold probably now, which is fucking wild. He was worth 200k at the beginning, which makes sense. Like he's quadrupled his money. Oh, finally I don't have to kill myself. In game, of course. Should inspect people and give them gems and enchants if their gear needs it. I don't think that's epic enough. It'd be really useful though. And as a guy that does enchants for people, I'll get guys that are like, what should I put on my gear? I'm like, come on, man. Just tell me what enchant you want, you know what I mean? I don't want to like play the game for you. You tell me what you want. Okay, I think that's all of them. Could trade people Crimson Spinals randomly. In like phase 3. I think I'm gonna have, well, maybe not. Look, I already got my DK name, Gilly Fiend. Actually might also do Billy Knight. Death Knight. Also, you guys like these names? Runthak, you know who Runthak is? That's the guy who drops Oni. Grandmash Hellscream. I think that's how you spell it, pretty sure. Okay, I think we're good. North Street, thanks for that follow on Twitch. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Make an alt death roll people, then way overpay them. Okay, I think I've done a death roll. Death roll where like you started like, let's say 1,000 and you roll 1 to 1,000, then it does like 500. And then the next person rolls 1 to 500 and it's the first person to roll the 1. Is that death rolling? How did I send it to this guy? I'm supposed to go to this guy. Gilly. Fuck. Yeah, I don't gamble at all. Okay, that is it. Okay, perfect. Join a South American or Malaysian pug, pay for a DST drop, then randomly give it to someone in the raid. That would be fucking wild. I love that idea. I need to write these down. Some of these are good ends. I'm not going to do that particular one, but a lot of these other ones we've had today are good. Okay, let me find my Discord. Actually, I'm going to put these on a notepad so we can kind of work on these. So, first is, what did we say? Well, I'm not going to do this one, but put it on here. Duel, 1v1 duel, 2 random Enduratar, that was my idea, 3 epic mount to someone about to buy, 4 death roll and give to them, and overpay them. What's the other one? Oh, do like the other one. Jerome did this in Christmas. He did a live stream and he had a bunch of random dumb shit in his inventory, and he had a Congo line of people, and people would open trade to them and he would just give them something. And I thought it was really useless, but he's also giving away some stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he was giving away thousands of gold worth of stuff, like mana pots when they were, I don't know, and then when they were like 5 gold a piece, and then people would come up to Jerome and open trade with him and give him shit, which that would be a fun like live stream thing to do. I don't know if I want to do the live stream thing though, because I want it to kind of be like recorded, but it could be fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that on here. Congo line of shit. You could also just trade like Undergeared 70s, whatever the hot epic craftable is that phase, like buy them a belt of blasting and then just give it to them. Fine item like belt of blasting to someone. Mana thistle. See, my problem with giving somebody like 100 mana thistle, they might not even know what the fuck to do with it. They would probably be more happy just being given 3,400 gold. Maybe, I don't know. Need ideas. Let's cut these fuckers and post them. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff to do. I think it's going to be more fun, and people have told me this before. It'll be more fun and like better. I don't want to say better content because this makes me sound like a fucking slut for content, and that's 100% not my style. But it'll be better content and it'll be more fun. More importantly, to just like do a bunch of random shit like that, just to blow through 50k real quick, like in an evening. Just give people a bunch of random shit. Go on the auction house, like buy a bunch of shit, give it all away. I don't know. Could be fun. The question is, should I record it or live stream it? I think there's merit to both. Like if you're live, people like, I'm not big enough, but people could watch and try to like always be near me or something. Like if I wanted to give something away in Duratar, I'll post these, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like there could be manipulation. Buy HR another Vortex rebuild and trash farm. That would require me to go to a trash farm though. And then like, who am I giving that money to? Am I giving it to the gold farmers? Who runs trash farms? Maelstrom, are you still there, sir? Ooh, I like that one, Andrew. Give Crusader enchanted weapons out to lobies. I actually have the Crusader enchant. I could just sit there like a whirlwind axe. I could sit there at the whirlwind axe place and give the first guy to get his whirlwind axe a Crusader enchant. That'd be fucking awesome. No, I love it. Awesome. I love it. Accidentally give a large amount of gold to someone in trade when you enchant an item and beg for it back. Oh, that's fucking... that would be fucking hilarious. And it's like, psychotic is the wrong word. It's psychology. Like to see the psychology. Oh, I accidentally gave you a 3,000 gold tip. Can I get at least 2,500 back and then just see what they say? That's a great idea. Accidentally tip like 100x too much and see if you can get it back. So you know what I've thought about doing? I might do this tomorrow actually, or one of these days when I'm on during the daytime and I can actually play. I want to do a YouTube video where I do 1 hour of begging. I want to make a level 1, level it to like level 5 or something, or level 7 or some inconspicuous level, and to have it be like a rogue or something and be like, hey man, I want to see how much money they make. Like, I can't afford my spells. Can you help me buy my spells? And then just see what, like how much money I can make in an hour just begging. I think it'd be a really fun, like experiment. Have I seen the videos of the dude RPing as a quest giver? You know his name? Rainer, I gave 100 gold to some random low-level warlock who started chatting with me when I was leveling fishing. That's good. That's some good community thing. He was over the moon. He was like level 30 and it was his main. See, my fear of giving... This is like what's the word I want? Skeptical side of me. My fear of giving somebody like level 30 a bunch of gold, like 50,000 gold or 200,000 gold, is they might not even make it level 70. So the amount of gold you give the person needs to be commensurate with their level. But also it's really cool to like give a level 5 50,000 gold. Like, I don't know what would be better. Begging challenge, so you can make the most begging for a day. You have to have honest and integrity, like so that nobody cheated, but that would be fucking fun. Oh, maybe I do a begging challenge, but I triple anything given. Somebody gives me 1 gold, I give them 3. Somebody gives me 500 gold, I give them 1,500. Trade log, that'd be a good idea. Yeah. You ever seen the OSRS YouTubers do this? I haven't. No. Is this something other people do? This is like an original Gilly thought. I literally have not seen anyone else do this, except for Mr. Beast in real life with literally millions of dollars. I told him to add me if he had more questions about Classic. That's awesome, man. Panther YouTube. YouTube or Twitch? It's not coming up on... Oh, never mind, I found it. Okay, I subscribed, I'll watch it later. Oh, never mind, I have seen this guy. I saw his 3 weeks of pretending to be AFK outside Gadgetan. I did watch that video. He's a 2K YouTuber just like me. I love that. Enchants and gameplay is way better for a newbie. Gold will ruin the game for them. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think the Crusader thing is a good idea. I like that a lot. I mean, it could be like a whole video. I go to Stranglethorn Vale, to this place where they farm the teeth, the warriors farm their teeth, and then I help some dude get all of his teeth, help him kill Like basically help him get Whirlwind Axe and then put a Crusader on it. I think that could be fun. It could be a lot of fun. And it'd be a really good video. The most successful begging videos are where you RP as a kind of persona. Like you could either be a complete noob and ask people how to make money and what to do, or you can be really aggro and ask for more continually. Yeah, everyone that always asks me for money, I never fucking give them money in game. Because I'm like, again, always am skeptical. I'm like, this is just some dude that's trying to make money in a 1 hour video. He's trying to fucking scam people. You know what I mean? Like, but if my guildie is like, hey, can you give me like, can you give me like 50 haste potions? I'm like, yeah, sure, here, whatever. You could join a level appropriate character and then relog on your main and enchant him. That's a good idea. I don't have a level appropriate character. That's the problem. I'd have to level one. These are all really good ideas. I like these because that's one thing I have not quite figured out. The original like challenge was I'm gonna give away 200 gold at the end of TBC. I think I want to morph that into I want to give away 50,000 gold in the next like however long it takes me to get another 10,000 gold. I'm probably really close. I added up today. I think I'm at like 42 or something like that. If I were to sell everything, and which I would if I were going to do this challenge, I would just I would liquidate everything and like try to start from zero, and then it comes down to like, how do I give it away? You can look up Jimmy or 25 buttholes on YouTube. If you want to see some OSR begging. Awesome. I'm not going to look up 25 buttholes on YouTube, sir. As tempting as that sounds. I know I was in the Navy. But I will look up J1MMY, which is a euphemism for penis, I believe. This man's telling me to look up penis and 25 buttholes. Like, it's a Navy recruitment video? What is going on? Marine Corps recruitment video, maybe? That's a wild sentence. It's just wild. Okay, we gotta do something. Okay, in the spirit of this conversation, let's go give some random dude 100 gold. Maybe it'll make his day. Meet level 1s at the starting zone, then give him a gift every 10. Levels, some good, some random, some insane. Oh, like add him on friends and then every 10 levels, give him... That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I like that a lot. Ooh, you know what? I always hate this harpy area. I wonder if there's anybody in here. We need to change the music. That's not music. It's not music. Where the fuck is my music tab? That's not music. I have 3 monitors. Where is my music coming from? Ah, yes, of course. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Oh, we look for somebody to give 100 gold to. Okay, wait, let's see here. Mystery benefactor. I fucking love that. And they don't even know, and you just send them stuff. Oh, I even like that even more. from a random character. And then we make a YouTube video about it. And then maybe they find the YouTube video, and that would be even cooler because then we know that we get a little bit of motion on YouTube. See you, Alex. I want to get you on a Friday thing, but I'm trying to pace it. Also, you should go to fucking bed. It's like 2 a.m. This guy's a madman. Pretty sure he's on the East Coast. Okay, nobody's here. Let's go see what people have to say. I'm gonna swap over to Prot because I've actually doesn't matter. You build rapport with the guy and then set him a goose hunt at 70 for a pot of gold at the end of Rainbow. Oh my god, these are some wild things. Create a quest for someone to find a pot of gold. Azeroth. I actually really like that idea. Oh, you're so awake. You got the tinnitus. The ears are fucking ringing. Go watch a movie, sir. Thanks for hanging out. Miss you. Love you long time. I really like that. I could be like almost do like a quest they did for Sod, but like send them to a couple different areas and give them like a hint. What the fuck? Killed this guy. Fuck. I didn't know you could kill. Oh. Guys, I can't kill a mage. You know who could kill a mage? Is my hunter. Alright, this piece of shit. I even have the survival spec. Ooh, what I don't have is pet with poison, but he can't cleanse my sting anyways, so fuck him. Where is this piece of shit? This is why I name my priest. I think it's mind vision him. But he's on a building somewhere. Fuck, I lost his name. Okay, he's over here somewhere. Is he inside? Nope. Oh man, I don't have my trinket either. Okay. Hire an army of gnomes to do your bidding. Sparky, that's fucking funny. If I were Alliance, I would, man. I would. Oh, there he is. He geared? No, he's a bot. Fucking bot. Alright. We're gonna like this. I'm not. Of course. Why the fuck wouldn't he? Wait. Maybe he's not the guy? Okay, apparently he's not the guy. We don't just kill randoms. Oh, he's eating now? Is it a bot? The fuck? Oh! I didn't mean to kill him. That was an accident, boys. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's go find a guy. Maybe some guys. Where the fuck are all the people? Trying to give away some gold. You know what I mean? How did we find an alliance level 70 mage in Duratar before we found literally any horde? Is that 100 honor? Wait, why didn't I see how much honor that was? He res over there? Maybe that was Peo. Doubtful. Fuck. That guy's going to... Genuinely concerning that we found a level 70 alliance in Duratar before we found a single horde player. What the fuck, Blizzard? Oh, this is a good sign. Oh, yes. Okay, this guy's gonna be a level 5. Man, I wish I had Crusader mats. I would give this guy a Crusader. It's a rogue. Guys, this is a bot. Oh, maybe not. He's stutter stepping. Hi. Stop hitting me. Hello. Chat bubble. Are you there? Fucking bot. Oh, do you see that? You see that? Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop. Fucking, I hate this game sometimes. See his robotic turns. This is the future Steam Vaults bot, guys. Thanks, Blizzard. Why is it so hard to ban these fuckers? This is wild. This fucking pisses me off, honestly. This is a fucking bot. I can't say that. This is a bot. Okay, perfect. What a sweet treat, Blizzard. Literally a future. This is why we can't make gold on gems, by the way, boys. PvPG. I don't really PvP on this guy, Maelstrom. Sorry. If I wanted to PvP, I would use Storm Herald, but I'm not a blacksmith because I didn't want to PvP. Okay, maybe this bot will take us to another human. This is fucking wild. Are there any humans around? Damn, I'm armor smith though. I want to do PvP because Gavel is bis for propelling base suit. Yeah. Oh. Hi. Is this one of you fuckers? No way, you're level 6 already? What you up to? How'd you know my name? Is this one of you fuckers? This has gotta be one of you guys. Oh. What I want to give my guild members the fang. Is that a euphemism for wiener? We're talking about the SC fang. Okay, we're gonna follow this guy, but not tell him. Yeah, the Leo sword. I gotcha. Gonna stalk this guy. Oh, did he log off? Is he already gone? Oh. I did see that. Yo, it's me. I did see that, sir. I don't think it's true. Like, if you're cussing at somebody, I think they'll ban you, but just like saying the F word, I don't think is bad. How the fuck did they make that tune if Horde NS is too faction imbalanced? Is it really? Is Horde still faction imbalanced? He's just standing there. That guy knew my name. He said, "What's good, Gilly?" Makes me feel like it's not genuine. Okay, new plan. Is there anyone? Oh! Hi. Oh, oh. Are you a bot? Sweet. Work, not bot. These guys are fucking bots. Okay. Oh, wait, that's not gonna work. Need help with anything? Oh, nice. Guys, we got one. We fucking got one. 2 people playing the game in a genuine manner. One of them is a warrior. There's a ret paladin. I have a YouTube channel about making gold. And was looking to give a non-bot some gold. It's Gilly on YouTube. Live at the moment. Not a big one, but just humble. Can I give you each 100 gold? I think these are legitimate players, guys. These are legitimate players enjoying the game. They're fucking. Oh, we're getting fucking attacked. Piss off. Okay. Okay. Maybe I do a Crusader enchant. Maybe I go give them a Crusader enchant. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. We're gonna give these guys each 100 gold. They seem like normal human beings. Maybe. They don't seem like they're Malaysian bots. I'll give this guy 100 gold. And then that gets them at least like all the burdens out of the way. Don't blow it all in one spot though. I'd recommend a Crusader enchant. Oh, this is perfect. I'm going to upsell them. Then I'm going to come by. I'll just put them on follow. Okay. And then I'll come over on my paladin and be like, hey, do you guys want to buy a Crusader enchant for 1 gold? And then maybe they'll pay me 1 gold for a Crusader enchant. Is this a good idea? This is a good idea. Okay. They're in the Barrens, so we'll go to Thunderbluff. No, I'm not evil, Maelstrom. I'll give them a good deal. A 1 gold upsell is not that bad. I'll try not to. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, yeah. Good. They like it. Thanks again. I'll take a look at your channel right now. Thanks, man. That's awesome. I don't know if he knows that we're live. Hopefully, us being live doesn't ruin the sale. You know what I mean? Okay, I gotta remember what is on a Crusader. It's a Ret Paladin and a Warrior, so we could do 2 Crusaders for them, and then they fucking obliterate everything that they touch. What level is this guy? Wait. Oh, wait. His thing is good. Let's follow this guy. They both have the Warblade from quiet. Fuck. Shh. I'm just watching. They're too good. They're too good of climbers. Thanks, Gilly. Wait, Cunning, is that you? He's on to us, boys. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. I can make gold. I can't climb mountains. What the fuck? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. They're running away from me. How am I going to enchant their shit if they run away from me? Okay. Okay. Large. Brilliant, I think. This is why it's not a good thing for me to be bored, guys. I just start giving away too much shit. Some of those. Some of those. I think I actually had Righteous Orb. Righteous Orb. 12 fucking gold for one of these things? That's outlandish. Do I still have one on me? Yeah, we still got one. Is it 2 orbs? Yeah, 2 orbs. Fuck. We need 3. Alright. Alright. These guys are gonna fucking obliterate stuff now, though. They got a good sword. Each. What a lovely treat. I'm just. Oh. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna run away, but I'll follow them. They'll never. This is good. We found two people that actually are playing the game. They don't have, as far as we know, they don't have level 70s that are all kitted. They're playing the game wholesomely. It's perfect. We found fucking bots first, though. That's kind of depressing, not gonna lie. Fuck, where'd they go? Oh, okay, we need track humanoids on. No, no. Oh no, we lost them. Oh, maybe they're turning in their Wailing Caverns quests? He did say they were turning in quests, right? They in here? Oh. Nope. Oh, fuck. Why did I try to not follow them? That was dumb. Shit. I already bought the shit. I need to find them. I started giving away too much shit. Also, Gilly, I'm giving away No, I don't think I can give away 200 gold. I think or 200,000 gold. I think I'm gonna give away. I think I'm gonna give away 50,000 gold now, like in the next, hopefully, month. I'm gonna change my own rule. But we're gonna do it in fun ways. The original plan was to give away 200 gold, 200,000 gold to some random person, just in like a one shot. Here's 200,000 gold. Fuck, where are those guys? Did they log off? Slash who pure taco. Barons. Okay. Pure taco, where are, oh wait, slash for Gilligan invite. Oh, we're already in the same one. Okay. Okay, they were running. We lost them. Yeah, so Gilly's in Crossroads. He's at TB. Oh, he went to fucking TB. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. Okay. We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him. I get there. The fuck? I didn't know that was there. You guys know that was there? What's that for? I've never seen that. Oh wait. I wish I could hearth. Oh, it's not gonna load the fucking people. Damn it. Okay, okay, okay. Sag. Okay. That's a shrine to Chuck Norris. Oh, RIP. Let's see if I can get this guy to. I was hoping to sell you a Crusader enchant. He's onto us. I heard my hunter told me you needed one. I'll sell it to you both for a total of 2 gold. Oop. Slash tar pure taco. Fucking lied to me. He's not here. Slash who pure taco. Oh, nope, he's here. He's here. He's here. Okay, where would I go if I were a taco? Probably to the hunter's place, right? Over here? Elder Rise, maybe? No, no, no. He's at Spirit Rise. He's got to be at Spirit Rise. Yeah, yeah. Isn't there a Wailing Caverns quest there? Oh, they can do it. We're making money. How do I make gold with a paladin level 60 quest gear only with mining engineering? Fuck, we went to the wrong place. Got a lot of limitations there, man. Doing the slash target. He's got to be over here. I have to find them before they leave. He's not here? Isn't it this guy that has the quest? Spirit Rise, Spirit Rise. I went to Spirit Rise. I've gone to Elder. They're not at the auction house. I gave them gold. They came to buy shit. That's what it is. They've got to be at the auction house. They're trying to spend it all in one spot. Oh, no, the auction house. Okay, there's only one place for them left to be. Right? Hunter Rise? Or we got layered. Oh, wait, I've been doing the wrong one. I'm such an idiot. Slash tar pure taco. Oh, it's doing slash who? Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, he's not around here. I bet they're at the auction house. They've got to be at the auction house. If you were a brand new guy... Oh, here he is. Here he is. I'm an idiot. Okay, okay, okay. Put your weapon up there, sir. Or ma'am, I guess. It could be ma'am. It could be ma'am. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. 1 gold for you. 1 gold for your friend. Hmm? Perfect. Look at this. We're helping people out, boys. Where's your friend? What was his name? Fuck, I don't remember his name. Oh, slash who AMC Theater. Slash tar AMC Theater. It's my mission. He just fell. Oh, we found him. We found him. It's the same motherfucker. It's got to be the same fucker. It's got to be. I just gave one guy. Oh, he's playing hard to get. Put your weapon there, sir. How fucking great would it be if a rogue just came out of nowhere and murdered these guys? That would be funny. Okay, okay. You can have this beautiful enchant for the low, low cost of 1 gold. Do you want it? He doesn't want it. He's asking his friend right now, is this worth 1 gold? This is worth it, sir. This is worth it, I promise you. It's the same guy. It makes... Guys, what should we tell him that Crusader does? It makes your brain 10 times bigger when fighting things. Trust. You want this. Ooh, we got him. Easy fucking sale. Easy sale. Easy sale. Thank you for the sales. Thank you for the sales. I look forward to seeing you both grow in the game. Message me when you're 60. Mm-hmm. Cheers, boys. All right. That was a nice wholesome encounter. We didn't find a fucking bot. You know what I mean? Like, that's great. Well, we did find a bot. We did find a bot, and he was clearly a bot, and Blizzard fucking banned him. But we also found 2 dudes that are now 100 gold and a Crusader. It's probably the same guy, if we're being honest. But maybe not. If it's a guy dual boxing, let's see if they both run at the same time without following. Can't do it. Oh. No, it's the same guy. Same guy. I'm gonna go put this guy on follow. Oh. No, it's the same guy. That's fine. That's fine. It's still wholesome. Fuck everyone that says this one guy. It's clearly 2 guys playing the game for the first time ever. They're not both going to fly off the same time. They're going to fly apart by about 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Nope. It's 100% the same guy. That's fine. Cheers, boys. We're helping people out. Okay, sorry. I've not been paying attention at all to fucking chat. How do I make gold? Oh yeah, I read that. So, Mr. Good Dev, you have to get to 70 first. That's what you got to do. Once you're level 70, you're chilling. That's what I would do. Sneath, thank you, sir. That actually caused me to realize that I was typing /who. Street Rise and Cavern. That's where I thought they were. I should have Pfizer. I should have done a /target macro. I was considering it. OG Sephiroth, Og Sephiroth. Do you buy stuff throughout the week too, like investing items that you think will go up on certain days? Not really. I mean, I buy on, like, right now is the shit's really cheap. But I mean, I kind of do what you're talking about. Like, I will buy stuff on a Monday, on the weekend, in the morning. Like, pretty much any morning I'll buy stuff and then sell at night. But I don't, like, intentionally only buy on Wednesday and only sell on Thursday or something like that. I just pay attention to the prices and then sell when it makes sense. I'm at my first 2K gold. Fuck yeah, man. That's awesome. Should I just keep reinvesting in haste spots until I can invest in other things? Yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, don't limit yourself on haste spots. It sounds like you're a potion master. So what I would do if I were a potion master is I would look at the potions. Hopefully you're using TSM. You're following, like, kind of our methodology here. But if you have potion mastery, like right now, a super mana is 2 gold and 50 to make, and it's 18 silver lost. That's less than 10%, which means I'm going to make more than 10%, like probably 15% in this case, profit per proc or whatever, like per batch. Because again, we think that the proc rate, the effective proc rate is 20%, right? So if I make 1,000 haste potions, I get 1,200. If I make 1,000 super manas, I get 1,200 out. So what that will look like in a 10% loss is, like, if I make 1,000, it's going to cost me what it would normally cost to make 1,100. for what I can sell 1100 for, but I'm getting 1200, so I get to sell 100 for pure profit. And that's like that kind of batch mentality, if that makes sense. With Super Mana right now, this 18 silver is less than 25 silver, so that's, you know, like 18 over 25. We're somewhere around 6%, if I had to guess. So it's probably 14% profit in mass bulk. The problem is the risk. It's not all just fun and games. The risk is that Super Mana could come down and then you're fucked. Coolness 795, welcome in, sir. How flexible is the market? I have never made gold. Started a new tune on a new server. Is just enchanting tailoring going to be able to help me out? How flexible is the market? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like any item, I think is what you're asking. Any item in any given week will generally fluctuate between 80% market value and 120% market value. There are some items that have such high volume that they don't do that, but they still have their ebbs and flows over time. So like right now, Haste Potion is really expensive. This should come down a little bit before going back up for the next phase. So that's what I would expect to happen with Haste Potion. They were in the stratosphere at the beginning of the phase. They should come down to maybe like 12 gold, and then they'll start working their way back up for phase 3. I've checked Dream Scythe again, but last time I scanned mana pots are minus 47. Yeah, so like that's why I say you gotta know your market. For me, I would craft Super Mana right now. But that's not true for every server. Like this, so same methodology for this Haste Potion. And I would do this in the morning. I would check my crafting cost in the morning and then compare that to what I know you could sell them for in the evening. But like right now with these prices, well, like rule of thumb, don't ever buy mats in the evening. You'll just lose your ass 99% of the time. At least if you're buying in bulk. But like Haste Potion, if I were gonna buy a couple 16, well, I can make it for 14. I'm losing 1 gold, 69 silver. So that's like if I were selling them for 6, this is the math that I do in my head, right? That's like 10% of 17 gold would be about 1 gold, 70 silver. So I'm over 10%. This is why in the Alchemy videos I always talk about 10%. So I would not craft this, obviously. But if this number was like 13.5 gold, the crafting costs in the morning, and I'd be like, okay, well, I know I can sell it for 13.5 gold at night. So that means every proc is pure profit. I love that. By flexible, I mean, am I able to make gold doing whatever as long as I hustle down? Sorry. No, you cannot make gold doing whatever. You need to know, there's certain strategies. If you're new to the channel, highly recommend watching. There's an Alchemist video. There's a how to become unpoor, or like what to do, how to make your first, I think there's like 3,000 gold or something like that. The whole gold making playlist I think I have, which there's a ton of really good videos in there. But like tailoring and enchanting, you can do at the very least there, you can start doing shuffles, which like Arcana Weave bracers are great. Even just like White Bandit Mask, you can make money. It's not a ton of money, but it is almost guaranteed. The nice thing about disenchanting stuff is when you post an enchanting mat, like an essence or a dust or a shard, is you don't have deposit costs when you post on the auction house, which we talk about all that kind of stuff in the YouTube videos. If what I'm saying right now is total gibberish, let me know and we can go through it. Maher, I haven't heard you from a while, sir. Oh, Sephiroth, thanks for that Twitch Prime, man. I think that brings us to our goal of 30, right? So, right? Can't see it. Yeah, fuck yeah, we met our monthly goal. Thank you, sir. That's huge. What do you think of the future of Dark Runes is? I think they're being farmed too much and the content's too easy, so they're not going to go crazy. I would be surprised if they reach 10 gold. I'm sure to watch. Made sure to sub as well. Thanks, man. Appreciate the detailed answer. Yeah, of course. So every Friday we do like gold Q&A. That's kind of the whole point of these Fridays, and then I stream raids Tuesday and Thursday. Rosker, thanks for that sub, man, on YouTube. Thank you. Oh, and Tayesh, thank you for the follow on. Oh my gosh, thanks for the follow and the prime on Twitch. Thank you guys. Sorry for me. You've tuned in several times, right? Yeah, it's my fault. Oh, okay. Thanks, Coolness. That's awesome. That's my fault. That's not you for being for me. I've been kind of out on Fridays, so it's been hard. I was sick, and then I was out of town, and yeah. Dream Scythe Metapots is minus 31 silver per craft, and they still run. So that's about 10%, right? That's 10% of 3 gold. The problem is if you can actually sell them for 3 gold. 31 silver at 2.7, like that's a little bit over 10%. I'd still probably do that. The nice thing about Metapots is they just fucking sell so much. Like, look at that number. That region average daily sold 3,500, 34.92. That is crazy. Sparkly, yeah, that's one of the things that has been I said all the time, I will be wrong about stuff. The Skedis thing is one thing I was wrong about so far. Granted, we're only a week in, but I said many times that I was unsure about where flasks would land because we had Skedis. At first, I was pretty confident, and then I was like, wait, these numbers these are not stopping. The raid numbers kept going up. So last couple weeks, I've been saying I'm kind of unsure what's going to happen with flasks, and man, they just went fucking buck wild. But we should start seeing the price of Manethys will come down, but man, I was definitely wrong about that. With how the market is now, what should I do with my 2K gold? Should I just sit on it till prices go down, like expected, and invest for phase 3? Yeah, so if I only had 2K gold, that's exactly what I would do. If I had more gold than that, I would consider investing for later phases, like maybe on, like I bought like 3K gold of Primal Shadows because they were really cheap. And I think they'll be used for Mother Shiraz. Some people are buying void crystals that we were talking about earlier. I think large prismatics is a fairly, I mean, like this is one thing I could be wrong about because of the bots get a vote and all the people twisting and not twisting, shuffling. And frankly, like I'm at the point now in YouTube videos where I could be having an effect on the market. I'm not a huge YouTuber, but it doesn't take that many people to do shuffles. But I don't see how that effect couldn't have happened in the last TBC, so I don't think that that's really relevant. But large prismatics could be another good place to park it. I say that hesitantly because I don't want people to lose their ass and then blame me, but that's where my money is parked right now. Is in enchanting materials. It was in gems because I felt like gems would go up. But I just think there's too many people farming Steam Vault. Yeah, Meher, I'm gonna put out a video. I was gonna do it tonight, but I might be putting it off till tomorrow. I've got 2 videos coming your guys' way. One for the market update that I recorded on Wednesday and fucked up the audio, and then one I want to do for Wrath investments. I've been doing some research on Wrath investments, and a lot of it's like common sense, like inscription engineering, jewel crafting. I think there's also just like some inflation stuff that happens. I think there's some later investments that you can make, like these belts of blasting are going to be used if somebody's going to swap to a warlock, they're going to want a belt of blasting to go into TBC or to go into Wrath for. So like in later phases, you might want to have been buying them. You might, or an aquamarine. Yeah, I think that's phenomenal. I've been buying aquamarine. Anytime it's under a gold, I buy it up because I think it'll be 10 gold, and I don't want to like ruin my margins too much. But yeah, a lot of people are going to switch to tailoring. I think if you really wanted to like fuck with cloth, buying a shitload of mage weave cloth or rune cloth, no, mage weave, probably mage weave. The reason not rune cloth is a lot of people farm Stratholme right now. but not a lot of people are farming Mage Weave stuff. So Mage Weave is probably going to go up to even more than it is now, which I don't even know what it is right now. 30 silver maybe? 20 silver. Yeah, I mean, I could see this going up to 50 silver a piece in Wrath because everyone's going to want to be a tailor, right? Like, rogues want to be tailors, warlocks want to be tailors, mages want to be tailors. Do warriors? I think warriors might take jewel crafting over. I'm unsure about warriors, but a lot of classes want tailoring. And it's because it's like the attack power. Yeah, Corium, I'm unsure about. Steppy, what's up with living rubies? I don't know, man. I'm a little bit worried. Part of it, I think, is it's Friday, and they're really cheap right now. Part of it is Steam Vault rogues, right? So this is what I'm blaming it on. Steam Vault rogue. There's, if you look at their guild, look at all these ungilded rogues, right? And we actually, I don't know if you're here, but we saw a rogue bot. I mean, there's so many rogue bots out right now because, oh, let's follow this guy. Let's see if this guy's a bot. And this will explain the gem prices. Ooh, that was a pretty, oh, it's a fucking bot. See how he does like perfect angular turns? Like, why is it so hard for Blizzard to just do this? Like, if I saw what I just saw, insta ban. Fuck this guy. Like, pay a college kid 20 bucks an hour to just ban these fuckers. Definitely a bot. And so because they're botting the shit out of Steam Vaults where they can farm ore, pickpocket, loot chests, and slurp primals, primal water, I think is what it is. Adamantite ore is just down the dumps. Gems are down in the dumps. And there's just like there's no good way to like fight it, I think. That's what I think is going on with rubies though. With gems in general. Adamantite ore is being botted out of his fucking mind. I mean, literally, a guildie of mine said that he's got on his like, I don't know, his like 7th character. And he's like, yeah, if you're in Outland, you just see a bunch of rogue bots right now. And we've been in Azeroth and the Barrens and Durotar for, I don't know, an hour now, and we've seen 2 rogue bots. Two stilettos, level 3 required. It's just wild. What's this guy doing? He was already there. Is this a stuck bot? General supplies. Oh, this guy might be buying. Now he's gonna come over here. Oh, he popped a sprint. Okay. Pendulum of Doom. Nope. We're gonna run over here and go beep boop, beep boop. Hope he didn't. Oh, is he looking for that Pharaoh Blade? Yeah. Anyways, this is why gems are so cheap. People are holding off on rubies because they don't need them. A lot of classes need a 4 set of items for the swap. Druids, hunters. I don't think. I mean, that might be some of the effect. I just think there's so much supply, and that's why it's totally fucked. Like, this is a broken bot right now, I think. Now he's gonna come over to this fucker. I bet it's a bot that needs to buy food but doesn't have enough gold to buy food. That's what I bet this is. This is what honestly frustrates the fuck out of me with this game. Like, how hard would it be to just ban this guy? Remember that YouTuber on the hardcore realm who went so hard on disrupting the bots, he ended up getting actual death threats? Yeah, that's fucking wild. I do remember that. Because they have like a whole fucking criminal empire. You know, it's because people buy gold and then they pay real money for fake money so they can do things in game, which is fine. I'm all for that. But if Blizzard would just hold these guys accountable, if they permaban people that bought gold, and if they had GMs to go hunt these fuckers while they're leveling, because the math for a bot is super simple, right? I need to make enough gold to pay for my subscription before I get banned. That's all they have to do. They have to make 15 gold or $15. How much is $15? We looked it up earlier. 50,000 gold was $600 roughly. So what is so 50,000 gold over $600 is 83 gold per dollar. So times 15. They need to make 1,200 gold in 1 month. From level to from leveling until they get banned. And anything they make more than that is well, it's not pure profit because they got to pay for the energy for the bot and the computer and all that stuff, the server farm and all that. But it's not that much more. They need to make, like, let's say 30 gold, which is, or I'm sorry, 3,000 gold to pay for a month. And then it, like, let's say they go 2 months without being banned, that just paid for another bot. So you'll see these bot farms with like hundreds of bots or thousands of bots on a server. And it's like, I mean, how is this guy not banned? Like, if I were Blizzard, I would pay like 10 college kids $20 an hour and be like, or I don't know, 10 cents a bot that you ban. Just do it like a cop for every ticket. And any like adversely banned person, your like net profit goes down by double the, I don't know what, like, it's twice as you get paid 10 cents to ban a bot, and if you ban a human, you get charged 20 cents or something like that. It just blows my fucking mind. Thoughts on just adding a WoW token? Was great for me, and Wrath gave me 3 years of WoW subs time. I don't have a problem with the WoW token, but it doesn't solve the bot issue. That's my big problem with it. The bot issue is caused by making money with fake coins. If the WoW token comes out, the bots just make less money. And it's a moral issue for the players if the players would like to buy more gold for less dollars or whatever their currency is, they buy from the bots. If they want to not risk their character being banned, and I don't think they, like, the WoW token doesn't even bring in like permabans. I don't know. This is not like a WoW problem. The gaming industry at large is being plagued with bots, and honestly, AI is only going to make it worse unless if AI can like hunt the bots. But like it wouldn't be that hard if Blizzard really wanted to solve it. They could. I just don't think that the positives for them do not outweigh the negatives, which is kind of what we were talking about like an hour and a half ago about how Blizzard used to like care. Their number one priority was make great games. And right now, I don't think that's true for Blizzard. I think they want to make great games, but they really want to make money as a priority number one, which is fine. They're a business, but as long as gamers aren't willing to vote with our feet, like I love WoW, uh, and there's no other competitor for it. Like I've tried playing other games, it's just not the same. So we deal with the bots and the pay to win almost. Like GDKPs are basically pay to win. That's why I don't like them. They're also they enable people without money to get it, which is fine. I love that part of it. But it turned GDKPs fundamentally turned the game into pay to win. Oh god, that's a hard name to say. Hi Gaida? Oh. Thank you for the sub on YouTube, sir. I don't see them hiring someone to reduce their revenue, money on hire, money on bot subs. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But if they wanted to do the best thing for the game, they would. And they could make it like a net zero for their bottom line because they could just sell cosmetics to ban the bots. Like if they could say, hey, we're selling a robot chicken pet, and all the money associated with you guys buying the robot chickens will go to a game master fund that we will use to hire game masters to do nothing but ban bots. I bet a lot of people would buy the robot chicken. But that's if players believed that they would actually do it, you know what I mean? They should add MTX and use those funds for in-game GMs. What is MTX? Monetary transactions? I think you're agreeing with what I'm saying. I believe. I would. Yeah, I would too. I would 100% buy a robot chicken if it was like in the TOS that if you buy the robot chicken, Blizzard can only use those funds to pay salaries or hourlies of game masters. Kind of looking for another player to give some more gold to, and then I'm gonna get off. We're in Stone Town though, so who knows? Also, I have no arrows. If somebody tries to kill me, I just die. If I don't find somebody in the next 2 minutes, we're just gonna call it a day, boys. I need to get off. Miro's bike art. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too hard, but thank you, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Switzerland. I would love to go to Switzerland. Like the content. I love that. Thank you, sir, for watching it. I have a lot of fun making it. I'm gonna lie. I will continue to say this for probably many years, but I never expected literally anyone to watch it. So the fact that people tune in to watch us live or watch the YouTube videos is great. I am just a guy trying to help other people not buy gold. That's how it started. The streaming is fun though. Honestly, the stream is a lot of fun. The raid streaming is particularly fun. And then answering gold questions on Fridays is awesome. There's some people over here. Yes. I will say it is really interesting to see the difference between like YouTube and Twitch. Because YouTube is just like so, it lends itself to small like creators, whereas Twitch just like, it's really hard to get any kind of traction. It makes me respect the people that do have that traction, you know what I mean? That's not what Hold, please. I'm surprised we haven't seen anybody. It honestly, the boost kind of ruined the game a little bit because nobody's out here in these places, you know what I mean? And that means that nobody's enjoying this like part of the game. Okay, with my luck, this will be DMCA'd. Oh, that's elevator music? I don't want that. Retro Quest. Yeah, I like this. Okay, hit me with your last questions, guys, and I'll be off. Are you going long on Wrath Profession kits? I'm not going long on kits, but I'm gonna invest in specific herbs and aquamarines and some, maybe like an engineering kit or two. I am gonna make a kit for myself. I'm gonna roll Death Knight. So I'm gonna get a jewel crafting kit, an engineering kit, and then I'm gonna buy a shitload of aquamarines and a shitload of herbs. Do you think alchemy will be more lucrative for a potion master in the near future? Yes. No. I think it'll be about the same. I think all of alchemy is making a shitload of gold right now. As long as you're cautious about when you buy and when you sell. So the WoW token, but I have a feeling you disagree with that assessment. Wait, hold on. I missed something. Remember? So did the WoW token. Records, what did I say that I missed what you're talking about? That's that 30-second delay. The WoW token. What about the WoW token? Oh, I see. Like maybe people. Oh, you're talking about compared to the boost, I think. Because they don't have to go farm gold. I think it's where you're going with that. No, I agree with that. Well, we didn't find anybody. We gave it 5 minutes. Found some people. We gave them some gold. I think we answered a bunch of questions. I'm gonna call it there for the night. I will hang around a little bit longer to answer any questions, but I'm gonna switch gears here. I'm gonna do a little bit of snowballs we're selling for 1 gold a pop. Not on my server. Like 5 silver. How many on me? I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Snowballs on my server are 3 silver. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. This is a selfish reason, but I don't know. I don't want a wild token, so I have something to do in farming gold. Yeah, I agree. I don't like the wild token at all. I am gonna end it there, boys. I'll answer any questions in the chat. Greener of content kind of makes snowballs less desirable. I agree. Think Word Classic Plus. Think TBC anniversary takes a nosedive when it sounds. I am 100% looking forward to Classic Plus. I don't think it comes out till 2028 though. We did talk a shitload about Classic Plus like halfway into it, into the live stream. So if you catch the video afterwards, you can do it. And I will probably, I don't know if I can timestamp live ones. All right, guys, have a good night. Have a good night. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for all the Twitch primes, the YouTube subs, Twitch follows. Thank you. Thank you. Still blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. GG. Thank you all. Okay, I'm pressing the button.